welcome. Welcome back. Hello there, Moon. Hello there, Tinks. May you recommend creating a 10-15 second intro? That would be quite good if I plan it. Always miss the first 10 seconds because the ads, yes, it needs like an extra minute or so, doesn't it, for the ads to run? And then if I could run something that was exactly a minute, maybe I just waffle for the first minute and then we just start. And then people know to skip a minute into the streams if they're watching them back. Maybe we'll leave it a minute. And then hopefully 3 unskippable 20-second ads. Even 4, you've got to be able to skip 1, right? Good idea though, Moonshoes. Hopefully your ads are over. I'm sure there's someone still stuck in some crazy unskippable ads. Have we got anything new in Lego to talk about? We have something new. So a minute in, let's start. Hello there. Welcome to the stream. Today we're going to be playing board games all stream long. I've actually got 3 lined up. If we make it through all 3, I don't know what we'll do. But before we start, I have a package from Lego. I have a little build that I created, and apparently, now, is this up on Lego yet? Apparently there's a new Lego set announced, which we won't be looking at for quite some time. All right, it's finally up on lego.com. It got announced last night. It's gone up today. It was not up last night, but just before we start, there we go. Mini Hogwarts castle for Harry Potter. Harry Potter's getting an architecture set, and it's not like the big one. It's a proper small architecture set. Just wanted to highlight it. That's it. We'll be talking about that in like a week and a half's time. There won't be a stream next Tuesday. I am busy, but 35 quid. This is a good set. I like the look of this set. Very good set. 700 pieces as well. Like 5 pence per part. That's better than any of the other little sets we've got. Let's start off with the Lego order. There's a bag in a bag full of pieces that we were missing from the set. Got 3 ads. Oddly enough, no ads today. Awesome. Love to see it. Hey, thank you very much, Moon. Making use of the rock emoji. Is that it? So no bag. First off, no bag from Lego. I hadn't even got the pieces out. I just opened it to make sure, you know, Lego. And they haven't sent all of the parts either. I've got to double check that they confirmed the entire order and didn't just send half. So I don't even think this is all the pieces that we needed from this. Do I still have the list? Oh, don't tell me I got rid of the list. Oh, I might have got rid of the list. Does anyone remember how many of these tiles and that we were missing? Okay, I might still have the list. Actually, I might. Yeah, it's not on this. Okay, so still got the list somewhere. But here we go. 2 2x2 white tiles, check. Actually, this might be all the pieces we were missing from the 2012 set that we opened. Lego on top of it, sent the pieces pretty much right away. Black dish, 2x2. Headlight brick, check. Binoculars, bionicles, check. Round brick, check. They didn't have the Rebel Trooper. And there was no substitution. Hello there, Nathaniel, welcome. There was no substitution for the Rebel Trooper, so I built my own. I'll show that off in a second. The only thing we're waiting for is 3 1x1 round clear bricks, which they had to put through separately because the piece from this set doesn't exist, which is crazy. The element from the set that we'll be playing today, so let's get the board game out. Let's go. Doesn't exist in the year 2026. It hasn't existed for quite some time, probably not far off 2012. The clear brick from this, it's a new brick now. It's a new mold. I don't really know what's different, but it's under a new number, so Lego see it as a different element. And that means I had to order it through something else. So that should be arriving actually any day now. That just arrived, that envelope with all these pieces in. So I should be getting the clear bricks. I will double check that. They might not have put it through properly, but at least they tried, you know. At least they tried and sent out all these pieces. So we've now got the parts to replace the missing pieces on this board, although I did already use my own parts to fill that gap. So we'll do a little switcheroony here. And who do we have? Not Luke, because some of these board pieces are on the other side. Before we get into this, I would like to re-explain like the rules and all the different bits. Have I seen Brand New Day yet? No. There's going to be a stream on Monday, which will be our spoiler Spider-Man stream. So sorry if you haven't seen Brand New Day by then. But yes, Monday will be the day for spoilers and Spider-Man goodness. Because it came out yesterday, didn't it? No, Tuesday? Did it come out Tuesday in the UK? It might have come out Tuesday. It came out a lot earlier than I was expecting. I wasn't expecting it till like Friday. All right, that's all the pieces. Sweet. I don't think we'll need the rule book, but there is something I need to go over first. Last time we played this game, we kind of cheated. We cheated, not just me, but we cheated. So in the rule book, it says when you're making your move, you do get 2 moves per turn. When you're making your move, you can only move each unit once or attack the same unit once. We were doubling up. Let's see if I can find the exact wording. On your turn, you can take 2 actions. Each action's either move or attack. You can take the actions in either order or the same action twice, as long as it's with different units. We didn't do that. We were moving the same unit basically actually, chat, you were better at it than I was, but I was moving the same piece every time. So this time, we're going to play by the rules, and we will only be moving each piece once per turn. But we do get 2 actions. 2 actions, 1 move, 1 attack, or 2 moves, or 2 attacks. But first we've got to put together the crumbling board. Oh no, the 8080s. This does not fare well in... Well, actually, it's just been resting on the side. I moved it once. I moved it once to get the slope for the front of R2's third leg. And that was it. Didn't touch it outside of that. But we're also missing a handful of pieces. So let's bring over our 8080 display as well. You can secure yourself there. And you can secure yourself there. Same mechanism, same functions as last time. I'm going to put up some polls in chat. But before we get there, we might start off with the same pieces as well as last time, because that was quite a fun game. Let's get the 8080 display we created. Handy having these out here. If only we had the 8080 as well, because I think we've got on this display, if you haven't seen the video, you can check that out. On this display, I think we have nearly enough pieces to play the game. I know we got all the rebels, and we're only missing one of the troopers. Wait, we actually are. We have the rebel ship up here. This is the hero ship. This is Luke Skywalker. Check. I might pop the 8080 off the display. Yeah, just so you can see all the different board game pieces. I'll leave that just out of view. So we've got the hero piece in this ship. Just need to add the... Wait, how do I add the base? Because there's an odd amount of... Oh, maybe the ship just goes... No. Oh, it's the 1x3. And that goes down on our hero podium. So this is back... Wait, whoa, wait 1 second. This is backwards. Or sideways. There we go. Hero on our hero podium. Maybe we just start in a line. Would you like to be left or right, chat? Maybe right makes more sense if I'm top left. And I'm going to get the brackets so that we can do what we did last time. That was fun. Light bluish grey, right? And then attach them to that. Oh no, that's the spare figure. We'll get onto that in just a second. How did I get that game? I bought it on the aftermarket. Got it for a really good price. One of the many stills we've got recently on the channel. So there's Luke Skywalker in the snowspeeder. So we don't need this snowspeeder. I'm pretty sure we don't need any of these extra pieces, so I'm just going to clear these away. Including... No, I'll leave the spare pieces there. I'll get a little bag for them. Here's the Rebel Trooper I created, because we were one trooper short. And like I said, Lego don't have these in their stocks anymore. They got rid of these a long time ago. But I made this micro figure matching up. Dark tan studs would have been perfect, but I matched up the colors of the figure at each side. So we got the 1x1 plate and then a stud, because the legs are a little bit smaller, and then the body's built out again. So 2 more studs, and then the head, that's tried to be goggles. Is it goggles? It looks more like a helmet, but there's our Rebel Trooper. And you can use this to build any micro figure. Just stack a bunch of studs. It don't look too bad. It looks like something you'd see at the actual Legolands themselves. But I think it works pretty well. If I remember correctly, we had Chewie up the top last time, which is down here. Then we had the Tauntaun. Yeah, especially if you want to make your own board game, being able to create the micro figures is super handy. Let's grab a bracket for Chewie. And then I'm going to mimic this the other side to make it a fair game. And finally, the turret on top. So that's pointing outwards. So the basic rules of this game are non-existent. There are no basic rules. Of course, it's a Lego game. It's overcomplicated and then some. But I'm going to try and like simplify it for the stream. What's my opinion on Lego prices these days? Hit and miss. It has never been more hit and miss. Inconsistent. Unless you're in America. If you're in America, actually the prices are sick, because the rest of the world is paying quite a bit more for your average set. Here in the UK, we get Minecraft cheaper than anyone else. And I think that's the only theme we get. That cheap, at least. All the other themes are a little more expensive. I'm going to swap you. Oh, do we not get any 2x2 plates? Were we not missing 2x2 plates last time? Instead of 2x2 tiles, because the tiles are on the dice. Hold on, that might have been my bad. I might have requested the wrong piece from Lego there. I think it was 2x2 plates based on the fact that Boba didn't have any. And then Boba's up the top. Yeah, because then we've got our villain in Darth Vader. On the villains tile. All right, ATST. Are you going to play nice? No? We're going to have to keep pushing you down. And the AT-AT, last but most definitely not least, you're going to have... I might as well just lay you down. You work. There's our board game. Just about see the lot of it. And what I'm going to do for chat, obviously, it'd be really handy if you could reach out and grab one of these pieces. What I'm going to do is run some polls. Last time we run polls, and it went in a specific order. I've recorded that specific order. Hello there. Hello there. No worries. No worries. I am excited to share them. Oh, we've got the dice as well. Very important. So the order of the polls, the first thing you vote for, well, first off, turns. Let's talk about turns. We get 2 moves per turn. And this is going to be myself, the Empire, the evil Empire, versus chat, the Rebellion. So you are the Rebellion for this stream. We get 2 moves per turn. And each move, you're going to have 4 polls. 4 polls per move. First poll is whether you want to move or attack. So that determines if your troops are in front of one of mine, you can attack. But you can only attack if they're in a neighboring square. We should go over who can attack where. I come up with this little on-screen key. Boop. So that if you get stuck or if anyone does jump in at any point, it's a lot of text. It does cover absolutely everything. We might as well read it. Make your move using chat. So these will all be polls. All of them polls. Any draws in polls, so 50-50 or 33-33, I think 33 tends to go with a 34. So any 50-50s, any 25s across the board, will be repolled, but any 50-50s will trigger a coin toss. So I should probably get the coin, the R2D2 3PO coin from the R2D2 display up here. And we'll shout heads and tails. Heads will be the first one, tails will be the second one, but we'll call that when it's time to flip the coin, because we don't know what that could be yet. But there you go, R2D2 coin, center of the board. That will be for any 50-50s in chat. Why a 58-year-old? Oh, Lego only has 3 sets that are capped at 99. Every other set is for everyone else. Yeah, everyone's interested in Lego. Happy playing, thank you very much. Hello there. All right, 2 turns each to move or attack. That's 2 moves, 2 attacks, 1 move, 1 attack. You can't use the same piece in a turn. And I cannot emphasize that enough after last time, because that is how I took the hero move, isn't it? I got the hero move by moving and then attacking with the same piece. Same way chat was able to, you were able to get the double move into home base and bring it home, which you did very well, I'd like to add. And now the characters. So let me flip Chewie around so you can see. This is Chewie on the bottom. This is Chewbacca, who also has 3 rebels accompanying. Now, Chewbacca doesn't have any special abilities. Chewie's just Chewie, but Chewie is notably Chewie, you know. You can add special abilities, but because we have Luke and Vader and that OP insta-kill is crazy, and it popped up last time as well. I think it might have popped up 2 or 3 times, or got close to. I think we're going to keep Chewie, Han, and the rest as regular soldiers. But if this was to get hit, you can sacrifice a rebel trooper all the way up until it's just a base. Why the base has an extra life, I don't know. I feel like once the 4 troops are gone, they're gone, but we're playing by the rules today. We're trying to play by the rules. Chewie can move 1 space. That's 1 forward, 1 left, 1 right. But Chewie, hello there, Snow. Chewie can only move where there's a bridge. Chewie can't jump a bridge. So Chewie wouldn't be able to move forward this turn and then move someone else, and then next turn move across. That would be 1, 2, 3 moves. And you can move backwards, though I don't think last time many of us moved backwards. Not really. Next piece, Han on the Tauntaun. I should have flipped this around so they were in order, but they were in the order they were last time. Han and the Tauntaun can move up to 2, not always 2, up to 2 diagonally. So Han can move 1 there, or 2, but Han again can't. Actually, Han can move if Chewie moves. Right now, Chewie's blocking the path, so Han can only move 1 or 2 to the right. Luke can move 3 in his Snowspeeder, and this is the same with like Vader. So Chewie and Boba are the same at the top here. Then we have Veers in our ATST and Han in our Tauntaun, the exact same pieces. So again, call me out if I move in Veers and there's no diagonal path. Call me out on that. And Luke and Vader can also move the same. So that's 3 in any direction. Has to be 1 direction, no blockages and no broken bridges. And finally, the turrets are 2 in any direction. So right off the bat, they can only move 1 forward. They can't go 1, 2. But if they were here, they'd be able to go 1, 2. Hopefully this is sticking, but that's why I've written it down. Gonna watch some shorts. Enjoy. I couldn't. There's a very good channel. Oh, nice little shout out from a fellow viewer there. Awesome to see. Be at work. Oh, this is what we do to chill from work. Oh, yes, no limits. Definitely depends on time. Yeah, free time. How much time you've got free. That's because a lot of people are working so much nowadays. Thankfully, we can still get a bit of time off. Each attack is a dice roll. So if you were to attack, let's go back to this scenario. If you were to attack, you have to roll the dice. A white is a miss. That is a hero spot. We'll get to that in a second. Beautifully, a red, which is a 3 options. This dice is fair. We don't want anyone saying this dice isn't fair. Red is a hit, and that is 1 life lost. Unless you are the ones attacking, in which case that's 1 life lost. And I will keep a tally of how many lives are lost up just at the bottom of the screen, so you know who's sort of ahead and who isn't. A piece is removed when there are no more minifigs to sacrifice. And if Vader and Luke, these two here, if they land on this tile, it is a insta-kill. It's an insta-kill. That piece that they're attacking is removed. All lives lost. Are we ready? We ready to go? Sometimes lurking whilst working. Yeah, I do enjoy that. Oh, nearly ended the stream. Let's not do that. Let's go. Stream ends. Let's start our first poll. Empire always goes first, which is why I picked to be the Empire, isn't it? Always get my pieces out first. And last time I made the mistake of rolling the dice first. We'll ignore the last 3. I'm going to go with, I've got to move. I can't attack. I think I'm going to play a bit more offensive. I need to get my pieces out there because the last time I had 2 by the base. So I'm going to move the ATST first. So the ATST or the Tauntaun moves 1 or 2 diagonally, and I'm going to play the double diagonal straight away. And then who moves 1? Boba. Boba and Chewie move 1. We've got to get them advancing up the board. They've got to get going. Otherwise, they're going to be there forever. But now, chat, it is up to you. Do you want to? Can I? Oh, it copies into 1. Oh, no. Do you want to move or... I said move or attack. You can't attack. So we could have skipped this. But for the sake of it, let's get you all voting in the poll. If you want to attack, that's going to be hilarious. How far? I suppose with attacks, that's something I haven't mentioned. Attack! I love the energy, chat. With the attacks, so Luke can move up to 1, 2, 3 across a bridge. Luke can also attack up to 1, 2, 3. Han can attack if I land there. If I move this guy up to there, Han can attack despite not being next door. Han can attack 1, 2. And same with Chewie, can attack here. Turret can attack there. So I've already got danger zones. I can't get too close. That's the only safe space. And even then, once I attack Han, that trooper's going to be coming for me. It'd be really cool if an attack meant you move. It doesn't. It doesn't work that way. Oh, 50-50. 50-50. Oh, your dad's in his 60s and has a fair amount of flexibility with work. Does he build Lego? Does he build Lego? 50-50 means that we will flip a coin. Heads. Which one's heads? No, heads is Charles, isn't it? So heads attack, tails move. 3PO and what's it move? Oh, you attack. Well, there's nothing to attack. So you move by default anyway. And let's run that second poll. The 4 pieces you can move. Oh, let me get them up. You've got the Rebel turret. The Rebel turret, Luke Snowspeeder. Need 2 more options there. Han on the Tauntaun and Chewie with their Rebels. No, Rebel. Yeah, Rebels is the top one. So that's the Rebel turret. Yes, you are the Rebels. You are the rebellion fighting for what's right. I'll let that poll run for a little bit. You're the good guys, but you'd say you're the baddies still. From a certain point of view. Oh. What happened yesterday? Oh, a lot happened yesterday. So yesterday's stream, yesterday? We didn't stream yesterday. We took a look at the Doomsday sets though, on Tuesday's stream. There was a lot of other mocks that we looked at, but we spent most of the time on the Doomsday sets. Oh, is that a 50-50? Is that a 50-50? 50-50 between Luke and Chewie. Luke is heads. Although I will say Luke can't be moved. So we'll keep that in mind. Chewie is Taos. If this coin is fair, it should land on Taos. I'm trying not to look so I don't call it. Luke is heads, Chewie is Taos, and it landed on Taos. So we are moving Chewbacca. All right, this is the piece we are moving. We're moving Chewie. You move in forward, and Chewie can only move one. So I'm going to streamline that. We won't run polls. Only move available. Chewie's moved one. Now, you get a second move, but you can't move Chewie. So now it's between Han, Luke, and the Rebel, but Luke is landlocked. So let's try not to include impossible answers in this poll. That really is going to confuse people. 2 days ago. Yeah, that's crazy that was 2 days ago already. Oh, wait, it's 50-50 again. Oh, Han is pulling away. Oh, level, is Han going to win it? Oh, can I explain the roles? Yes, of course I can. So Chewie moves one space. Han moves diagonally, which you're about to see. Luke Skywalker can move up to 3 spaces, and the turret moves 2. Han can move 2 diagonally. So Chewie moves 1, the turret moves 2, Luke moves 3, and Han moves 2 diagonally. You have to go across a path, though. There can't be a dead end. You can't move across there. No jumping. None of these vehicles jump. All right. So Han can move 1 spot or 2 spots. They are your only options. So I'm going to run a poll. So for Han Solo, move in 1 or move in 2. And these are your choices. So Han can move 1 spot, Han can move 2. 1 spot, 2. And this is the character you'll be moving. So just to run through a few examples whilst you're there. If Han was to move 1, he could then move 2, and that would block the ATST. They wouldn't be able to attack each other, but it would block. If Han moves 2, he could move 1 in the next move, and that would either attack or block my Boba troops. So I actually think Han's a solid move here. I'm happy I moved my ATST. Move 2, 100% on the poll. Can we keep it 100? Attack! Yes, attack! All right, 100% on move 2. I like the enthusiasm. We are at not a stalemate, but we've done the exact same move so far. I was hoping you'd be able to give me something there, chat. All right, 2 moves for me. I'm going to go with, I think I got to bring this guy out. I'm going to move once and once. No, I can't move the same piece twice. Don't let me cheat. I'm trying to cheat, chat. Once and gone. I don't want to be trapped, so I'll move Boba forward. Now Luke is free. Luke is free, which means Luke is an option. You can't attack anyone just yet, but not far off. So you'll be moving, but which character are you moving? Will you move Chewbacca? Chewbacca can move 1 spot at the bottom there. Han Solo is pretty far out on the board, and the aim of the game in terms of winning, this is what I haven't explained. You win by getting one of your pieces all the way over here, or by exterminating my entire board. So there's the 2 ways you can win. I'm going to add that to the rules next time we play through this. I will refresh that and make sure that that is known. So Chewie can move on forward. I'm going to assume none of you want to move back and keep dilly-dallying back here. Luke can move 1 or 2. The turret can still move 1 forward, and Han can move 1 space there. So I suppose if it's anything but Luke, I won't need another poll. Let's have a look what it's going with. And the chat has said Luke, 100%. Oh, the confidence is scary. So Luke can only move this direction, and you've got the choice, again, of moving 1 or moving 2. I like the confidence. Am I giving enough time for everyone to get their vote in, or do you want a bit more time to think? 1 space, 2 space. 1 space, 2 space. You're going to vote for. Ooh, so moving 2 spaces backs up Chewy. If anything were to happen to Chewy, you'd have... Actually, can you attack? Let me get the rule book. Can you attack over you know, if Luke was there, would Luke be able to attack these 2 spaces? Oh, it's jumping around. I'll let it play for a little bit. Playing the game. Attack, attack, attack. Attack 1 space ahead, behind, or to the side. Attack 2 spaces. Attack 3 spaces. One of your units can target any unit within its attack range. You can attack over the gaps of the board. What? But not over or through any other units. So you can attack through gaps. Wait, that means Luke could attack up here. And that means Han can attack down here. I'm in danger. Oh no, that's terrifying. All right, it seems to have settled down. No, it's solid on move 2. That's pretty impressive that you can attack over gaps. But yeah, you are right, Snow. You can't attack over other players. So Luke can only attack up to here at the minute, which means I want to keep Chewie in front for as long as I can. But you've got another move, don't you? So who will you be moving? Have a little think. Chewie, Han, Luke, or the Rebel turret, which is at the minute the only character still at its base of operations. It'd be really fun if we did like a 24-hour stream where we could just keep bringing back the characters that have been knocked off the board, that have gone already. That would go on forever. Really want to put the Mantellian Savrip on the 8080. Oh, we've got another 50-50. It's a close one. We'll give it a second. Oh, it's a 3-way tie. Oh, who's it going to be? It's a 3-way tie between Chewbacca, Han, and the Rebel. Anyone else want to have a vote? Otherwise, I'm ending in 3, 2, 1. Chewbacca comes out on top. Oh, wow. Chewbacca doesn't have a choice of movement, has to go 1 forward, and that is the second turn over. All right. Now I know that they can attack over gaps. I want to play it smart. So I could get ready for a double attack, but I've also got the AT-AT in a not very good position right now. So I'm going to move the AT-ST up there. So Chewbacca is checkmate, and the AT-AT up a little bit. Just one. And that will be the end of the go. So are you going to vote for Chewie again? Are you going to want to save Chewie, or are you going to do the same with Han Solo and put Han Solo in a checkmate position, which, I've done something really smart without realizing here. Can you move all 4 characters? You sure can. You could also play Luke into a position. Why am I giving you ideas? I'm meant to be keeping all this secret knowledge. Which piece did you move? Chewbacca and Luke? Yes, Luke Skywalker and Chewbacca. So Chewbacca moved 1 forward and Luke Skywalker moved 2 down. That was the last move. Chewbacca's currently in check. Not checkmate. I might have said checkmate. Wait, not checkmate. This ain't chess. Is in an attacking position. Chewie can't attack, but can be attacked. Choose to win. Nathaniel, you've beaten me. Wait, roll to win. If this dice is black side up, if it lands like on the side there, I will concede. Nope, it didn't. It landed red up. That was a close one, though. That would have been the one time that it would have landed side up, wouldn't it? All right. Who are you moving first? Oh, Luke 50, Chewie 25, Han 25. So Luke is being moved. You can move Luke once or twice, but I'm going to ask the more important question of, are you moving Luke to the left, which is this spot, or up, which is that spot? If you move Luke up, you are checking my ATST, which is scary because unless I block the AT-AT, I have nowhere to move. I did not see that one going. Yep, 100% up. Did I have to really ask? 100% up. Oh, 67%. Oh, 50-50? No, it is up. Okay. Up one. And that was first move, wasn't it? So Luke is out of action, but Luke can attack the next go. And the ATST only has 2 lives. That's the most fragile piece in our collection. And Luke can insta. Luke can insta-kill as well. Oh, there's going to be some sacrifices here. For your second piece, are you moving? Hey, 6-7. Are you moving Chewie? Are you moving Han? Or are you moving the Rebel turret? Oh. So right now, that was a really good move. Luke is in a position to attack the ATST. But where I've moved the ATST from, and I did say at the start of the stream, we probably won't be moving backwards. If I move backwards, this guy is going to struggle. I want to get them out to this position. So if I move them backwards, Chewie can trap me in. I don't want that. If I move the ATST backwards over here, Han can trap me in. I don't want that. In fact, oh, is it going to change? It's Han. In fact, Han has just trapped me in anyway. Damn, chat, you are brutal. So Han Solo has just trapped me in, and I'm currently, this is a problem. This is a problem because this is a tank. This is my thinking, right? So the ATST, I think the ATST is gone. If I move it here, it's just going to be trapped and attacked because I want to move that one up there. And right now, Vader can attack. I think I'm going to pull the Vader attack. Vader attacks Han, 3 spaces. 1, 2, 3. Please be a hero roll. Ah, no, doesn't count. Fell on my lap. Doesn't count. Although it was red. Doesn't count. It's a miss. And I can't re-roll. Last time we were re-rolling these, and that's where I got. That's how I cheated. We re-rolled, and I got the hero. So Vader misses. Vader missed. What? All right, I'm going to use Veers over here to attack Chewie. And it was the hero that we needed, but that's only 1 life. Chewbacca is still standing. I'm going to take one of the Rebel troopers and add that tally down here. All right, chap. Do I have to? I mean, I have to. I have to ask, are you attacking or are you going to move? Maybe there are some people that just want to win by racing to the end, in which case going 2 for 0 would be amazing. But right now, Luke can wipe out the ATST. That's the probability. Luke has the power. If it lands on the printed tile, Luke is wiping out the ATST straight away. And I'm in trouble. Han can also attack Boba and get rid of one of those troopers. Good thing we didn't do the hero on that. Attack 100%. Are you attacking both? Yeah. Does Han move 1 or 2? So Han can move 2, move and attack 2, but only in 1 direction. So right now, Han can only attack the... Wait. Oh. Are you... Han... Wait, Han can attack the turret. Why didn't I move the turret? Right now, Han can attack the turret and Boba. Can you only attack once, or do you attack... Do you attack 1 unit? Any singular unit? So I'm going to have to ask, who are you attacking? You can attack Viz with Luke. That could be a wipeout. Boba can also be attacked. They're a tank. And the turret can be attacked. So we've got the ATST. We've got the turret. And we've got Boba Fett. Just to point out where those are again, the ATST is here. Luke can attack the ATST. If it lands on this tile, I go down to 1 life. If it lands on this, it's a miss. If it lands on this, the ATST is off the board. For Han, Boba, these are all hits. These are just regular hits. Same for the Snowtrooper, and white is a miss. Oh, let's see. ATST 100%. Wondering if the previous move you could have jumped 2. I see, with Han. So you can move 1, but because there's no bridges here, Han's sort of trapped where he is. But you could attack. You could attack. Luke wiping out that ATST would be a crazy first wipeout, wouldn't it? But you've chosen Luke's attack on the ATST. Why is my chat bugging out? I hope it's not bugging out for any of yous. Okay, it's still bad. It's still bad because I've lost my general veers. But as the game rules weirdly say, I've now got a ATST that doesn't have anyone in. I feel like that would be a fun rule. We're not going to play that today, but if it doesn't have any people, I feel like it shouldn't be able to attack, and it's just a block. It's just a piece to block, and then there's ATST. More obsessed with saying hello there. He's done it before. Oh, Han has definitely made that jump before. Let's run a second poll for Boba or the turret. And I don't really know the best option. I can't say. Both have perks. But yeah, both have perks. I'm going to leave it at that. We're also in a very similar position. In fact, are we not? I mean, the turret is one further back because you've been able to attack, but very similar position. Yeah, very similar. 100% on the turret. All right. The turret only has 3 lives. So we'll end that poll, give it a roll, and that's a hit. That is a hit. That is as red tile as any. Ouch. So far, chat, you are in the lead. I'm going to have to claim some back. So I guess I'm attacking again. Oh, so you're going for the turret. I'm going to attack with Vader, which means the turret is probably going to stay there. That wasn't a roll. Same outcome, though. So I got 1 hit. Han's down, but the Tauntaun's still able to attack. And then it's got to be the ATST. I got to attack Chewie again because next round I have a feeling that's gone. I've been trapped. It's a hero kill. I don't have any heroes, so I'm going to take another trooper off of Chewie. Try to level the playing ground a little bit. All right. I'm going to run a poll for the same attacks or different attacks. The same attacks is Luke on the ATST and then the Tauntaun on the Snowtroopers. So let me know, do you want to do the same attacks and potentially knock the first piece off the board, or do you want to do a different variety of attacks? We've got Boba Fett. The Tauntaun can't progress forward. I suppose it could move back and could move. I suppose there's no point moving Chewie out of the way if you could take out the ATST. Same attacks. Oh, it's 50-50. It's 50-50. Do we have a deciding vote? We've got a vote. We've got a verbal vote for same attacks. If only that could count as a bonus. I'm going to close the poll in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Is it going to be 50-50? It's 50-50. Same attacks is head, is the king's head, and different attacks is Tao's. All right. What do we think? It can't be the same attacks, right? Same attacks is heads. And that is Tao's. But, right, if I do different attacks, you can still vote for the same attacks, just so you know. Just because it's come up different just means I have to run the poll again. We have Boba, who wasn't very popular. He only moves once. We have the ATST and I want to add an option for the turret. I actually don't. I want to leave the turret out of it, but I have to follow the rules here. So who are you attacking first? I also should have added moves to that, shouldn't I? Because you might want to move forward. You might want to sneak past. ATST. All right, that's 100% on the ATST. I am going to run a poll for attack versus move, just in case you don't want to attack. But whilst we're doing that, let's roll Luke on the ATST. Oh wow, that is a hero kill. Regardless, it's a piece removed off the board. The ATST is no more. And I am not looking forward to the outcome of this game. It's fun, but we'll see who's crying at the end. All right, that's an attack. Who are we attacking? I'm getting used to saying that. Who are you attacking? Are you attacking the turret? Are you attacking Boba? Or I'm going to add another option. Because of course it's the turret. What else would it be? If it 50-50s between turret and turret. If it 50-50s. Oh, it's 50-50 between. Is it going to stay 50-50 between the two turrets? Where'd the poll go? Oh no! It's 6-7. Oh! Oh, it did a 50-50. It was pulled over. Of course it's the turret. Let's roll. Tauntaun on the turret. It's a hit. It's down to the one last life. All right. Now, I've got to attack. I've got to attack with Vader. If this is a miss, you know what? I'm confident. I got to get that turret out of the way just in case it doesn't work, and I'm going to attack with Vader. It's a hero. It's a hero attack. It's a hero. Look at that. That is a red. That is barely on the playmat, but we count those. And it doesn't matter anyway, because the Tauntaun was already down a minifigure, and the Tauntaun is off the board. Wow, this is an intense game. All right. So any ways of attacking? Not yet, but it's close. Will you move the turret? Will you move Luke? Or will you move Chewie? Let's run that. Who are you going to move? The turret's up there. It can only move forward 1. Luke can move forward 1, 2, 3. Alternatively, it could stay in base. And Chewie can move up 1 or left 1. Luke Skywalker. All right. So Luke can move left 1. Oh, left 2. Left 3. I'm going to say left 1, left 2, left 3, or other. I'm going to add an other. I'm going to start doing that to most of these moves, because Luke can also move up or down 1, but at the minute I've got no one that's this point or beyond. So Luke can move 1, 2, 3 and can attack in the same range. 3 in any direction. What are we going to pick? So by moving at least 2, my turret's in trouble. My turret is in trouble. By moving 3, same goes. You've also got the hero base, actually, by moving 3. Oh, split decision. Will it end 50-50 or will it... it's 50-50. So either way, my turret's in trouble, and it's not looking good because I can only make the 1 move. 2 moves were so much easier. I can go 1, 2. 1 move is a pain, but we are flipping between heads. Is left 2. That's the king's head. Tails is left 3. That was a bad flip. Whoa, that was a good flip. Lil Dink as well. And we are moving left 2. Left 2, putting me in danger. You get 1 more move between Chewie and the turret. You already knew that, didn't you? Most of you did. Let's run it. Hopefully I don't misspell any of them. Really nice coin here. Really, really nice coin. Happy to be using it and not just keeping it up on display, despite the fact it's definitely a display piece. Chewie, 100%. Woof. All right. Chewbacca it is. You've blocked the moving up, so we're moving Chewie across. Am I screwed here, chat? Am I? I mean, the turret's being attacked. I can move it up. I can move it up. But I want to get Vader out. Saying that I don't have to move this, but I can move this, yes. Because now that spot is covered. Was that, should I have moved Boba? I'm going to move the AT-AT. 1, 2, 3. And that's the end of my turn. Should I have moved Boba instead? Was that a wasted turn? Maybe. You're going to attack, aren't you? Are you going to attack or move? I am obliged to ask, because there might be something that I haven't seen yet, which scares me even more. Let's see. Attack. Yeah. So Luke's going to be attacking, and that would be one move. So I'm going to end that and preemptively get your second one. Are you going to move the turret? Are you going to move Chewbacca? I love the polls, the poll history in this chat. I hope that keeps in the chat replay. That would be amazing to see. Luke is attacking the turret. Any hit will wipe it out, but a hero hit 2 in a row would be pretty overpowered. And it's just a regular hit, but it does take the turret off the board. I might as well put the game pieces back. I suppose. No. We'll keep them laid out. We'll keep them laid out because it could be important how many of these are taken down. It might not be, but it could be important. Turret doesn't even stand. Turret 100%. So the turret's only got the one move forward or down. Left or down. Left, down 1. Oh, I guess it would be down 2 because down 1 is a dead end. So left 1 or down 2. Oh, that's this turret. So left 1 brings it out, and its attack goes all the way out to there. Or bringing it down brings its attack only out 1 because Luke is blocking the other side. Meant to have voted for Chewie. Oh no! Oh no! Chewie's just stranded. Oh no, Chewie's in no man's land. Oh, I saw. That was a sick combo, though. That was a sick combo to have got rid of the AT-ST and then marched Chewie through, like, the rubble. That would have been amazing. But it's turret left. It's turret left 1, and we all know what that means. I will be attacking Chewie. I will be turning my AT-AT on your rebel troops. Sorry, chat. I have to apologize, but yes! And that's Chewie out of the game. That is a board piece defeated, though, so the minifigures I'm not counting. So it looks pretty even at the minute. 2 pieces, 3 figures in terms of those rules, although I'm not sure exactly what that's meant to mean. And I only have 1 more piece on the board. This is going to suck when we each only have 1 piece, because we'll only be able to do 1 turn. We'll have to, oh, wait, shit. Yeah, we'll have to forfeit the second go. So you've got 2 pieces to move 2 turns. Does it say you can, like, skip a turn? I don't think it does. Move or attack. Yep, there is no skipping. They are the 2 choices. That is brutal. So who do you want to move first? Luke or the rebels, which I've started calling the turret. Luke can move forward or down. Luke doesn't have to move into attack view. And the turret can move down 1 or down 2. Oh! Well done, Snow. Attack with the turret. I've moved Boba into attack position. That was a very good call. All right, I will attack with the turret, as voted for. Voted for turret, not attack, but that was a very good call, Snow. Good thing you're paying attention, and it's a miss. It's a miss, but it does put me in danger that I didn't think of. With Luke, you can move left or down. So let me just both those left, down, on a pole, run it. So this is to move Luke in the snow speeder. Left is in attack, but if I miss, you can wipe out Vader. That is taking chances, and down is like the safe bet. So left is the risky, down is the safe. You've already wiped out one vehicle with the hero attack. Is it gonna be lucky enough to roll a second? Either way, you've gone for the safe vote of down. I cannot blame you. I would have done the exact same because I don't want to square up against an 80-80, but it puts me in a predicament. I've only got 2 pieces, so Boba, if I move the 80, I could move Boba, but then Boba's trapped behind the 80. Boba's going to tank through. I have faith in Boba, and the 80 is going to move down. Was that the wrong call? That may have been the wrong call. I'll be honest, that may have been the wrong call. All right, let's go with Luke. First off, do you want to fight? That sounds so crazy out of context. Moving Luke, 1 or 2? How many spaces? 1 squares up to Vader, 2 actually moves past, but before the poll's complete, right now, next move, Vader can move 3. Vader can move 3 right now and go homewards bounds unless Luke blocks. That's going to be sacrificial. Oh, this is getting good. Attack with Luke. Luke can't. Wait, Luke can actually attack. Wait, Luke can actually attack, but Vader, I think you have to get to this one. So Vader can make it back. Vader can make it back. Do we attack? All right, let me move turret. Snow. Okay, attack with Luke, yes, and move the turret. I mean, 1 or 2 was the poll. Should I flip a coin? Heads 1, tails 2. You can guess what it was. All right, Luke's going to attack Boba, and the turret is going to block Vader. That was so good. Wait, I didn't even see Luke blocking Boba. I thought that was going to be a hero knockout. All right, Boba's lost a crew. And right now, chat, you're ahead. You've pulled ahead by a micro figure, and I've got no choice, do I? That was a sick combo. Snow, that is MVP behavior right there. All right, I've moved Boba 1. I can only attack with Vader. I don't want to move. I've already got enough trouble with Boba as it is. I'm going to attack with Vader. Fingers crossed, eh? Fingers crossed. It's a miss. It's a miss. Am I right in thinking that you will double attack? Am I right in thinking that there will be a double? Well, I mean, Vader's got a few lives, but I've backed myself into a corner here. Oh no. Next move. If Boba survives, come on. Come on, Boba. You've got to survive. Yes, that's a double attack. Okay. I'm going to roll Luke's first. Because that is the no-brainer. That's a hero can one-shot the tank. But they don't. They miss. Okay. Luke might have to get back. Luke might have to get back for that, because my tank ain't going anywhere anytime fast. So this turret is pinned. The turret has no choice to attack, because if it moves, like, it could move forward maybe, but Poll says double attack. So we'll roll for an attack, and it's a double miss. How have the Rebellion done this? They've double missed. All right. I'm going to attack with Vader. Doesn't mean much because I can't move. It's a single attack. You've still got 2 lives. Still got 2 lives, but at least we're kind of even. And then I've got to move with Boba. I've got to get Boba out the way. Even though it gets Boba into attacking range, got to move Boba out of the way. So that's my go over. Are you going to attack with turret or move Luke? Because move can't attack anyone right now. Luke can't attack anyone right now. So attack with turret or move Luke. I've even put Luke move, not move Luke. Why do I think Luke is an action and move is the ship. That is not how it goes. Which one do you want to do first? They're two options. Also, attacking. I suppose you can attack anyone with a turret, can't you? Move Luke or attack with turret. Oh, 50-50. Let's end it. Let's get a coin flip. It ended 50-50. Yes. I didn't call it. Wait. Heads will attack with a turret first. Tails. Are we moving? Can I just get a yes in chat? We're moving Luke back here. Right. You're gonna do the round the board play because that will block Boba. Oh, that was a good one. Heads, turret, Tails, Luke, and it's Tails. It's Tails. Are you thinking of turret moving around or Luke moving around? Sorry. Yep. Yeah. Luke moving around, and now we'll attack with the turret. Are you going to attack Boba or Vader? Boba or Vader? Who are you attacking? The AT-AT is Darth Vader. Just for those of us that have lost count. And I'll roll the attack. Okay, you know what? The poll hadn't started. Technically, the poll hadn't started, so I rolled before it was said, which you don't allow in board games, and it's a 50-50 poll, so we have to coin flip before the roll. But that miss would have been so sweet. All right. 50-50 Boba Vader. Boba is heads, Vader is tails. That was a poor coin flip. Whoa, that was sick. You are going to attack. Who was tails? Vader. Darth Vader. All right. And it's a hit, but it's only one because it's not Luke Skywalker. Okay, you're back in the lead though. Back in the lead with pieces. If a storm hit right now, you would win. Just so you know. Let's hope it doesn't. You know what? I'm going to double attack. If I move, Luke's going to block me. I know that that's not going to work, and the turret's still going to be able to attack me. I'm going to first with Boba. Let's get Boba's move out of the way. I'm going to attack the turret. And it's a hit. Wait, why didn't I attack with Vader first? Because Vader has the one shot. That's because, see, Snow, you need to be sitting here. Let's see, Vader's attack on the turret is a hit. That moves the turret out of the way. Awesome. Putting myself in the lead, of course, I'd say that's awesome. And I'm out of moves. Now, what happens when you're down to one piece? Because a double move would be nuts, but you can only... Yeah, different units. On your turn, you can. Oh, I see. I also went first, so technically you have an extra one. Move Luke. How much are we moving Luke? If I have to ask, is it one space or is it... How much? Oh, I didn't mean to add the extra option. Are we moving one space or are we moving too many spaces so that Vader can come through? One space? Are you sure? Are you sure it's one space? Now, because this is a predicament, chat, and you're down to one, and the way we played it last time, I feel like it says you can take two actions with different units, but you don't have different units. What would typically happen? There's no rule for this. There is no... Oh, hold on, there is a rule. There is a rule for the same element, of course. Of course they added a double... Of course they added a double turn, or is it a double action? Of course they added a double action. It is the top of the second page. It's this one right here if you've got the book at home, or if you want to go back to that video. Luke's going to attack, aren't they? Am I right? Am I right? Am I right? Is Luke going to attack? Am I right? capital I. Come on now. Am I right? Is Luke going to attack? These polls are getting more and more unhinged as we're playing through. Attack! Attack! Yes! Yes! Attack! Okay. The thing is, because I'm gonna have to wait for Luke's move to do anything. I think I've got it. I think I've got the play, right? So that's an attack. Darth Vader's gone. So I no longer have a hero to one-shot. Like, the hero thing's out. But you've got a double move. That could take out the AT-AT, and if I move up one, you can take out the AT-AT and move, and you've still got the hero shot. So you know what? You know what? What am I going to do? The AT-AT is kind of useless. I do have to move it. I'm going to move into the line of fire. I'm going to try and save the AT-AT. I could try and go around. That gives me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 moves. 6 moves to do it, and the tank should be able to distract. So, from a certain point of view, I love it. Oh, we're going to attack, right? Are we going to attack? Can I get some attacks in chat? YouTube's going to wonder what's going on. I think attack is, because if you move and then like there's no move, is there? There's no way a move is possible. So is it a double attack? A double action is a double attack. So I got Boba. I'm all right. No, 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 no. What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean Boba just got wiped out by a snow speeder? That's crazy. Fire when ready. That's crazy. All right, what's the next call? You could... I'm not going to say. I'm not going to say. So this is to move Luke. Move Luke. You can move 2 up. You can move 1 left. These are all the different paths you can take. You could slow it down and do 1 up. 2 left, or 1 down. I suppose that's also an option. 2 up puts Luke in the top right corner. 3 left. Wait, okay, 2 left. Forget about 2 left. It's 3 left. 2 left is 3 left, and 1 left is 2 left. I've messed it up. No, we'll redo that. We'll redo that. Let's run that back. All right. It was left. It was 1 left. So I just want to qualify if that was 1 left or 2 left. As it won the poll, that's fair. 1 left gives you a path up. 2 left, you know. 2 left puts me in a tricky position. Snow should get 2 votes. Like the coin flip doesn't matter. It's Snow's vote. Yes. Yes. Snow is going crazy. So 1 left, 2 lefts. And I just 3 left. We got to vote for 3 left. Is this first or second attack? No, first attack wiped out Boba, didn't it? The poll says 1 left. I will say, so the choice between 1 or 2 left, I am going to stick, because it would be unfair to move you 3 left, because my first move is going to be to get away. I will say my first move is to get away. So I'm going to take the 1 left from the poll. And that would be a fun little chase though. And I suppose you could alternatively just move and attack, which you can still do, because I only get a double move. Why didn't I move down and attack? I took my hand off the piece, which is even worse. But either way, that's my 2 moves. Why didn't I suppose I don't have Vader. So squaring up against Luke, I can only do 1 hits now. I kind of want to get away. Are you going to double move? Oh wait, you can move and attack 2 ways. Move left and attack. Move up and attack. Or you can move twice. Possible. So surrendering. I think that's an option. That's in the rulebook, right? The rebels had the chance to. If the rebels surrender, Darth Vader blows up the entire base. Okay, never mind. Well, Vader's out of it anyway, so that wouldn't matter. Move 1 and attack. At the minute, it's move up and attack. Oh, yes, multiple votes. Okay, move up and attack. Move up. This could end the game right here. This could end the game. Now, I will say I get 2 attacks. That's not enough to end the game. This, if it lands on the printed tile, will end the game. And it's a miss. It's a miss, but like, even if I get the printed tile, I get a miss. Even if I got the printed tile, it wouldn't matter because I'm only taking away the trooper at the back. We never remove the hero first. We just remove the turret at the back. Oops. So, are you going to attack? You've got 2 chances. 2 chances is crazy for an attack. Don't want to surrender, chat. Don't want to surrender. Okay, we'll go with the attack. Yes, double attack. If either one of them, actually, hold on, end the game with a red. You don't even need the attack. I've got 1 life left. Maybe we can reroll. Maybe we could. Okay, it was a miss. It was a miss. It didn't matter anyway. It didn't matter anyway. Going out on the hero. The 80-80 is out of the game. And chat, you are victors once again. 2-0, which is impressive. Especially the way that game ended there. Because that could have gone so many different ways. And that 80-80, I think that was my... Whether it would have changed the game, it would have been a bit silly squaring up against a hero. But yeah, that 80-80 move could have changed everything. But congrats, you win with the attack. And we have a very special surprise. We will not be playing a second round of this. I am going to save this, put this away for another time. Because now that we've got this display and we can attach all of these different pieces. Congrats, chat. Congrats. You know what? That's gifted. I'm not going to do that with every game because I will be out very quickly. But I will... Let's get 5 gifted. Let's get a cheeky little 5 gifted in chat. Get some new members for tomorrow's members stream. There we go. Let's see. Let's bring up the list. Any of these brand new members? Maybe all 5 are. There is one spot left on Master Mouldie's members board. So it'll be whoever comes through chat first, which is a different order dependent on how you're seeing. I have the order, the order up here. All 5 members are brand new, but the member joining. Oh, this is like a very different order to how I'm seeing it. The order joining Master Mouldie's members Monolith. The final tile on the board goes to Nat Ashley Gonzalez. Hello there, Nat Ashley Gonzalez. Welcome to Master Mouldie's members Monolith. But these following members will also be getting tiles on the first new members spot, which I'm not announcing yet. I will announce it eventually, and you'll be able to see it in streams as well before long. Hello there to Shiny King. Hello there to Melissa Rodriguez. Hello there to Swagman, and hello there to Max King. You win. Congratulations. Let's get these pieces back on a display. Hopefully the display, and get all the different elements on as well. This 80-80 I will be building something with, because this is the one piece that didn't get to go on the 80-80 display. So I haven't forgotten about it. We will be doing something next week. I'm going to be basically having a week off. There are 2 streams next week. One on Monday, one on Friday. But outside of that, I will be doing nothing else. So we're going to have some fun streams. Again, to break down this board, I might as well show it. What you got to do is disconnect the middle 3 pieces. I'm pretty sure that one's around the wrong way. And then you can stack them in the tray. Oh, we've still got the brackets as well. Yeah, I suppose I should probably put the brackets away before I added them to the displays. Oops. But we've got another game to play, chat. And hopefully I do a little bit better on this one. But there you go. Back in the board. And it would be really cool if there was a smaller case that fit. But wait, I wonder if these fit in the Lego display, in the 2x2 bricks. I wonder if they fit on the inside. It'd be cool if they do. Hey, party for the 5 gifted. All right. Now then, I have a modified version of the game here, as you can see. Very, very similar to what we've just played. And you're getting a sneak peek because this video isn't out yet. This video, when does the video come out? Oh, when does that video come out? That video comes out August the 11th. So you're getting a sneak peek by like 2 weeks. 2 weeks sneak peek. Yeah, I've scheduled a few videos that far. That's a crazy distance. But this is a modified travel version of that game. So it folds up the exact same as you've just seen the other board, but it folds up into a smaller, like 3x3 position rather than, 4x4. So it's a smaller travel size variant of the game, and it uses all 4 of the make and takes. All 4 of the make and takes are present. We can still adhere to the rules. So like Luke and the Vader's Star Destroyer, who is on the hero platforms. Luke's on the gold, and Vader is on the villains. Is on the villain side over here with the grey. They can still move. We won't go 3. We'll go 2. They can move 2 because 3 is a bit overpowered. And rather than lives, because this is a travel version, we can't sit here for an hour playing it. So rather than lives, it is on a basis of 1 hit. And is 1 hit and you're out a bit too much? Should we have shields? Should we have shields on them? Maybe we have shields. 2 hits and you're out. And because 1 hit's crazy and it's 1 move per cycle. A little game that I played, that I riffed on with it. And these are easier to see from the top. Which one is Vader's Star Destroyer? Which one's the regular TIE, the regular Y-Wing, and Luke's Red 5. So same sort of sitch. The Empire's going to go first. And I'm going to move this TIE fighter with its extra plate so that it can stand forward 1. Now, chat, similar rules to what you can see on screen still. Hopefully, I've kind of explained it. Y-Wing can move 1. Luke's X-Wing can move and attack twice in any direction. Doing it diagonal on this board would be nuts because there are some, like, that would be crazy. But you could make this as big as you wanted. And then Vader, Vader can also move and attack twice. What I'm going to say, though, because this is the battle on the Death Star, rather than getting to the end and winning, because that's not how the Death Star worked. You had to take down your enemies. Every time you make it to the opposite end of the board, you get a chance to bring back a missing piece, and only a missing piece. We don't want a million, a million pieces on here. It would never end. And it's meant to be carry size. It's travel size. So who are you moving first? Are you going to move the X-Wing? Are you going to move the Y-Wing? Vote in chat. And if you're watching this back, who do you think is going to move first? Do you think it's going to be the Y-Wing? Do you think it's going to be the X-Wing? Try and predict. If you can see the poll popping up in the replay, the chat replay, that's cheating. Maybe cross that off and leave it up to a bit of suspense. But yeah, who do you think is going to move first? Without looking at the screen, because I moved the TIE and the Y-Wing and the TIE are opposite each other, what I would probably recommend is putting the Y-Wing on the other side. So it's more Star Destroyer Y-Wing. That does feel quite one way either side, though. I'm interested to see how this works out. And you'll notice there's also a missing bridge in these 4 spots, which is very, very similar to the original board game. But I'm interested in how this one's going to work. It is, let's end the poll. Ooh, it is the Y-Wing. Congratulations if you said the Y-Wing. So the Y-Wing moves 1 forward. Do I want to move 1 forward and risk an attack? Now, we've got shields. That was a last minute addition. So I could move forward and hope that it's a miss. I also as well as having the actual dice, I've made my own dice. If you don't have the dice at home, you can recreate it with snot bricks. This is still the hero's attack. So this is like the we have Battle of Hoth at home, I guess, except for we have Battle of Hoth on the road. I am going to move. I am going to move forward one. I believe in the Force, which is ironic because I move in a TIE Fighter pilot. Are you going to... I suppose you can move the Y-Wing. Could move the Y-Wing, but why would you? You could attack with the Y-Wing, or you can move Luke's X-Wing. I think we all know what this is gonna turn out as, don't we? Definitely already know this one. Oh, okay, I'm getting ready to roll. I'm getting ready to roll. I know it's coming. I'm getting ready to roll. So the attack, yeah, there's shields. What I really need for this is a way to denote shields. You know what this needs? Maybe 2 clear bricks on the bottom. See, what I'm thinking is like, I'll be able to remember this and chat will be able to remember this because it's on stream. But if you're playing this with like a sibling, there needs to be a way that you can have it noted down. So I'm accepting thoughts. This is still a work in progress. Yes, this is fun though. Attack with the Y-Wing, and it's a miss. And it's a miss. Well, I will attack with the TIE Fighter, and it's a miss. We'll forget that happened, chat. You want to... Oh, look, the poll says attack with the Y-Wing. Oh, it's a miss again. Wait a second. Have I weighted this dice? It's a hit. The Y-Wing has lost their shields. So, the Y-Wing has lost their shields. I would give you the option of moving away. But if you move away... yeah, if you move away, I guess the only real chance I have is then to ambush you again, which leads with another attack. Are you going to attack? Or are you going to move? I'll give you the option. It's only fair. Are you going to attack the TIE? Instead of moving back, that would trap you. I would say moving down. But that's if you don't attack. Yep, you attacked. 100% attack. Okie dokes. Let's roll an attack. It's not Luke Skywalker. So that is just a single hit. And the TIE Fighter comes swooping in. Catches the Y-Wing off guard. The Y-Wing's ready in its bombing run. Ready to take out all the Death Star turrets. That's what we need. We need turrets on the side here. That would be a fun little play feature. Turrets just off to the side that do one hit every move. That'd be awesome for any piece caught maybe around here by the 2 movers, and or just in the middle, and it like doubles the attack. Anyway, the TIE Fighter locks on to the Y-Wing, locks on to the right engine. Critical for a Y-Wing to fly. It fires, misses, takes out the cafeteria on the Death Star just to the right, knocks it completely out. Kills hundreds of stormtroopers. Rest in peace. All right. Now the Y-Wing, noticing the TIE Fighter, who is currently raging in the cockpit, smacking controls, screaming, "No! No! The cheesecake! Not the cheesecake!" The Y-Wing does some cool drifty maneuver like you saw on Squadrons, and attacks, and hits, and it's a fatal blow, sending that TIE Fighter crashing, spiraling, flamed ball into the second cafeteria. No, the cheesecake, not the cheesecake. I am down a TIE cockpit, fighter, everything. The cheesecake's gone. Why is the cheesecake gone? And yeah, the TIE didn't really fit without this jumper, so that goes with it. Oh, now then, I gotta move the Star Destroyer to face the Y-Wing or to face Luke. Either way, I can come back before it's too late. And if I get to the other side, I get to bring the TIE back. Bye-bye, TIE. Oh, not the TIE, not the cheesecake. All right, make your move, chat. Actually, that's a good start for the Pole, make your move. Y-wing or the X-wing? Which one are you going to move? The Y-wing can move up here. The X-wing can either move up or down. Either way, which one is going to be moved? I can't believe I lost the tie already. Definitely a quicker game and a funner game to play on stream. But I love the fact that the pieces of the AT-AT get put on the display base. That's awesome on like all levels. Now I should be piecing together the display base, shouldn't I? Just off to the side. Make sure we can get this thing back on, no troubles, because I know there's a little awkward bit at the back. But chat has voted. It's actually 50-50. Is there going to be a tiebreaker, or do we go to the coin flip, which I didn't put away, did I? No, I didn't. It's still out. Imagine putting the coin away. I'd never find it. That would be lost. Oh, 50-50. I'm ending the poll. There we go. Oh, a last minute change of votes. Put the Y-wing ahead by a fraction, literally percentage fraction, and the Y-wing is the one moving. So is the Y-wing moving? The Y-wing will move left or down. Y-wing moving left puts it in a starts it advancing dangerously. I see that play. I've caught on to that. See, if we were playing a game normally and I was just doing this in the background and you slid your Y-wing forward, my first instinct would be to move this guy 2 forward and then be like, ah, whoops. Left 1. Okay, well, I'm going to automatically move my Star Destroyer 2 across. Not quite back, but 2 across. Again, if I couldn't move back, that would screw me over. And then I'd have an X-wing one side, a Y-wing the other side. Y-wing. Hello there. Welcome. There are now 3 options. Actually, there are 4 options. Oh, look at that. There are 4 options, and I will just go back through it once more. So, the poll is to move your rebellion ships. You've already taken out a TIE fighter of mine. I've got a Star Destroyer that can attack up to 2. So the Y-wing is in attack range. The Y-wing can move left 1. It can move down 1. The X-wing, and it can move back 1. The X-wing can move up 1 or down 1. And it seems, hey, brick by brick. Hopefully that gets sorted sometime soon. Snoby-Wan Kenobi. Oh, it's 50-50 between the X-wing up to back up the Y-wing and the Y-wing down to save it. So I'm going to let that poll run for a little bit more. I don't feel like it's fair to let the coin decide your fate the whole time. All it takes is that one last-minute vote like we saw last time to completely change how the game's running. I love the wire around the AT-AT diorama. That's a fun piece. And the fact that it's like a little, if I run it round the bottom of the leg and catch it around the studs, it's like a little bit tighter as well, so it's not balled up at all, which is impressive. Looking impressive. All right, ending the poll. 50. Oh, there was a last minute vote again. Someone's timing that right. I must say ending the poll, and it just bumps up. This feels like a dice and dungeon game from Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh, it does have the dice for attacking, so you might be right there. All right, the X-wing's up. I've got to attack with Darth Vader's Star Destroyer. So regardless of whatever red is on top, it is a wipeout for the Y-wing. But personally, I want this one. I want the one that's like an instant wipeout, just because I haven't got an instant wipeout so far today. And I think the last game was my only hope. It's a miss. It's a miss. Wait a sec. It's a miss. How has that happened? How has that happened? That is crazy luck. All right. You can move the Y-wing or you can move the X-wing. Which one? These are your 2 game pieces. The X-Wing can move up 1. The Y-Wing can move up 1 or down 1. And because your X-Wing's just moved up and there's no attacking pieces around here, I'm going to assume you don't want to move that back. You don't want to go back and forth. Although, I don't know, I might want to run for it because this Y-Wing, 100% on the Y-Wing. Oh man, you voted for Y-Wing down. Well, now is your chance. So this is to move the Y-Wing. To move the Y-Wing, either left or down. And we have a verbal majority for down. I think there's a few of you voting for down, but we've got to see. We've got to see with a poll. This is a democracy here. For democracy. So we will let it democratically solve itself. And hopefully there's someone that's just joined and is voting for their favorite angle and really fancies a left angle, because I'll be honest, chat, that's the angle that would benefit me the most. I'll just let that run for a little bit more. Yeah, is it still saying 100% down? Why is the 80-80 stuck? Why can't this leg go down? Oh, I popped the leg off. Okay, well, didn't mean to do that, but it is down. It is 100% Y-Wing down. You have moved it to safety. And now I have a choice. I'm going to move 1. Hopefully not regret moving 2. All right, Y-Wing, X-Wing again. Which piece? The Y-Wing can move left and down. The X-Wing can move up to 2 spots to the left. Don't forget Vader's TIE Fighter, Vader's Star Destroyer. I wish it was a TIE Fighter. And Luke's X-Wing both have the ability to one-hit knockout, but they have to be in position first, which Luke currently is not. Thankfully. Otherwise, that would be trouble. How did I position the 80-80 before? Unless its leg was... Oh, wait, its leg was out 1 at the back and 1 on the front, and that's how it stands. Got it. Yes. And it just needs to lean back a little bit. Awesome. X-Wing? Oh, so how did I come up with this unique and interesting game? Or did some people start it before? This game is based on Star Wars official Lego board game, Battle of Hoth, which came out in 2012. And this is a travel-sized version of it that I created based on these little make and takes from May 2nd, which I think is when they were officially put out. They skipped May 1st. These make and takes we didn't build in a Lego store, but they had them out for kids to build. Any of these 4, they could build 1 of each. I suppose when kids are concerned, if they wanted 2 X-Wings and 2 TIEs, or if they just wanted 3 Y-Wings, I don't know if the staff would have really stopped them. They probably would have stopped them at 4, but there were a lot of these little builds in store. All right, X-Wing for sure. And yes, as soon as we started playing Battle of Hoth, I thought back to these in May and was like, perfect. Perfect game pieces. Also for Monopoly. They're pretty good game pieces for Monopoly. Do you want to move the X-Wing? Left 1? Left 2? That's a 3. Or down 2. Actually, down 2 is where it came from. But down 2 is an option. Down, maybe? Question mark? Maybe down. Trying to play it when I'm putting these polls in chat. I am trying to get all the options, but Snow has found new options like twice now. So if there is any option that isn't popped up on the screen, then let me know and we'll have to add that to the board. All right, I feel like Chewie should be up front and the turret in the back. The turrets make more sense in the back, but also the turrets are smaller, so maybe they make more sense in the foreground. Talking to myself. Left 2. And lurking and working, Moon. No problemo. Left 2 for the X-Wing. All right. Ending that poll. Is it still left 2? Oh, 50-50. Wait, that was crazy. So someone voted left 2. And then last minute, there was a left 1. Sneaky. Oh, I love that. Love that. If you ever see this kind of set, you'd consider buying one for fun. It's such a fun set. And this little display that I'm putting together, I'll be able to show it. Oh, wait, I've lost one of the troopers. Wait, no, I've got an extra trooper. All right. Left 1. Left 2. Yeah, this little display that I'm building is one that I built to house all the pieces as well. Left 1 is the King's Head, and left 2 is R2 and 3PO. Oh, that was a solid flip. Also helps that I'm wearing metal rings, so it does fall onto metal and makes a nice cha-ching. Left 1, which is still in attack range. You can still attack, but also you're not trapped by the wire wing. I wouldn't think 2 would be the wrong move. I suppose you're not going to be trapped, especially if I roll the hero tile, which is an insta knockout, even for heroes. Let's go. Darth Vader missed. I mean, he's in a Star Destroyer and Luke's in an X-Wing, so I think that's fair. But you're right. You can attack with Luke. You can move Luke, or you can move the Y-Wing. Again, Luke's attack is a hero attack, so if you land on this tile, this is a 1 hit, which Vader's still got his shields up. This is instant, and this is a miss. So an instant, how would you get through shields? Like canonically, how would that work? Blasting through shields. It must work. There must be a way. Oh, Darth Vader's got a snowtrooper in the AT-AT. I understand that now. And whilst we've got the poll up, let me grab this display, because all the elements you saw, you would have seen earlier in the stream that were in play, are now attached back to the AT-AT base. Let's not drop it. So this is the MIDI Scout AT-AT with a recolored base in white. This is Luke's Snowspeeder from the Battle of Hoth, taken straight from the game. You've got Viz's AT-ST, which is quite funny because he actually is in this AT-AT. General Viz is also the studs in the left side of the head. Oh, there we go. The AT-AT has fallen off. All right, that's not good. Thankfully, minimal damage was done. And then on the back, what is usually underneath the AT-AT, but I don't think I'd clipped down the legs properly, the other pieces. You've got the 2 tanks at the back, the 2 turrets, and then the Han on the Tauntaun. All right, I'll fix that up after the next move. Attack with Luke. Darth Vader realistically would miss a lot of shots. Yeah, especially in the dark suit, which may give him a disadvantage. So especially in the in the Star Destroyer as well. Trying to hit something like an X-Wing. We saw at the start of The Last Jedi, Poe was just messing around with the First Order. Let's go. That's an insta. That is an insta wipeout, which means I am currently 0 for 3. Chat, congratulations. That's a win. Wipe the pieces off the board. I was really hoping to get the Star Destroyer to the other side, but that was over in 20 minutes through chat, which if the original like 40-minute to an hour game is meant to be like 15-20 minutes, I'd say we could knock it down by like a third if you were a fast player, and if you were bomb, 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 but they don't move diagonally. But for instance, if you were moving like that, you could get this done in probably 5-10 minutes, the quickest. So like 5-10 minutes to a game, it's half the time of the original board. That is definitely a travel version. And I suppose displaying the pieces will be a bit harder, especially if the display that you've got them on ends up breaking apart. This is not a good look for the AT-ST. I'm going to be honest, you need to fix it up. Come on, the AT-AT even. That's why I've called it the wrong thing. It got embarrassed. It got knocked down. So what do we think about that game? That was definitely a fun switch up from the other one, because I think the only problem with the other game is how long it can take. It felt, when we're playing it, we're going for the attacks. We are, you know, being a good sport. But if you were to play real defensively, I can see that game lasting hours and hours. And just people like moving back a spot, moving forward again, moving back to go forward, and keep yo-yoing between the different spots. Whereas this one, there's not enough space on the board to yo-yo between the different spots. I feel like once you've backed yourself into a corner, like you're backed into a corner, oh, that's why this is going around. So that's the sideways that I needed. Now that makes sense. Also, I could add a little bar underneath because this clip, I don't think this clip is as secure as it wants to be. Oh no, there we go. That's what it was. All right, I fixed up the 8080. Before we start with game number 3, there is another game that I've got lined up for today. I'm going to push these. Oh yeah, just to show you, if you missed the start of the game, this is a travel-sized version. So if you put all the pieces on, you could probably even stack them in the middle and get them in a smaller tub. And then you sever the 3 connections in the middle. You can stack this on top of each other. And because of the dishes and the jumpers, that's how small it goes. Doesn't take up much room whatsoever. That is the smallest game that I have seen from Lego, because they do have a like 16 by 16, which is the size of the inner line of studs. That's a 16 by 16. That makes this a 20 by 20 board game with the rounded edges, which you can always switch for 3 by 3s and stuff. Defensively here, what ludicrousy. We would never do that here. But if you did, it'd be like not selling on Monopoly. You just keep going around and around and around and around and around. I also don't have anywhere to store the dice. I need to come up. I did see there's a keyring of this, which is awesome, first off. And secondly, how did I not just miss the board game in its original run, but also missed a keyring? I missed that they had a keyring of the mount of the dice, and the keyring had 2 exclusive tiles, not exclusive to the set, but they weren't in the actual board game. So the board game has 2 white, 2 red, and 2 prints on it. The keyring had a print, so it did have a keychain on one of the sides, and it didn't have a tile, but it did have one of these prints. It also had both hero tiles, the Rebellion and the Imperial logos. So that's 1, 2, 3. They're the hero tiles. And then it had the Lego logo on a white tile, and it had the Star Wars logo as well. Lego and Star Wars, nice tiles. You could use those for who knows what. And also, they were still white tiles, so you just had to imagine the hero logos to be red and the blank space to be a hero attack, and you could still very much use it for the game. So if you didn't want to build your own dice, like we did for that one, then that would also work. It's crazy how that's only a 20 by 20, considering how big it folds out to be. And you could stack that any number of times. There you go. That's the difference between our dice and the official one. The lack of the printing, although the Imperial white 1x1 does have an Imperial logo from the Solo Battle Pack. Oh, look at that. Right on top of our drawer, because I struggled finding that for the AT-RT. So you do have a 1x1 with an Imperial logo. I wonder if there's a 1x1 with a Rebel logo as well. I know a 2x2 definitely exists, so the hero tiles can be found elsewhere, especially in a load of the other actual games, the Flickfire missiles and all that. Did I see the X-Files and Shrek Lego sets? Yes, the X-Files, I've never seen it, but it looks so cool. We had a little look on Tuesday. We went through a load of those sets. First time seeing the game and participating, you found interesting. Feels like Dungeons and Dragons, but for a spaceship shooter turn-based. Yeah, turn-based spaceship shooter. It is. I like that. Turn-based spaceship shooter. I'm gonna remember that. So there is a third game that I mentioned. that is kind of related, and I haven't played it yet. I haven't played it. Oh, I said I was going to show off the AT-AT now that I stuck it down, and it's like secure. I say lifting it and a leg lifts with it. Secure, huh? So I said secure. Okay, I think it's the front two legs. I just need to find where it can go down. Where's the stud underneath? Is there a stud underneath? Or have I like blocked it with something? Okay, I found what the issue is though. So the AT-AT's front right. Oh, the board was bent. Yep, it's gone straight down. The board was bending, so the stud wasn't aligning. All right, and now you're all in place and you're secure down. Can I lift it by the AT? Nope. Nope. Tried that. Definitely doesn't work. It's a fragile display, but it works. And the official set, I think, has Technic pins on the bottom. But there's our snow speeder flying around with our ATST, which is, you know, it's not perfectly to scale, especially the figures. Definitely not to scale. They should be smaller than studs. But a lot of the ships and like the Tauntaun isn't terribly out of scale. I think the snow speeder's pretty accurate to the scale. And we did measure out the ATST, so we know what scale that is. But yeah, that goes on the back of the display, just next to the horse. A little Toy Story horse display there. And that's where the pieces stay. The only element we haven't used is that AT-AT and the dice, I guess. But the dice, you can keep that on your desk anytime you need an answer from Lego. Should I buy this Lego set? Red is put that money in savings. No, that's red printed. Red print, should I put that? I'll put that money in savings. Red is no, and white is yes. This is your sign. You should put that money in savings. Don't buy that next Lego set. You could buy one afterwards, but just make sure you've got that money in savings. And I've just noticed as well, the AT-AT is missing a foot, which probably fell off in the box. But thankfully, Lego sent us a new one. So we've just taken the foot from that pile instead. All right, so game number 3. And it will probably be the final game of the evening because I don't know how long this one's going to go. I haven't even looked through this yet. Wait, that's the wrong one. This one comes from the Lego Star Wars magazine. I wanted to highlight it because we're playing through these games. Initially, I was going to play through Battle of Hoth like twice, and I thought that's all the time we'd have. So I'm happy I got through. I'm getting through all 3 of these here. But in this magazine that we haven't even looked through yet, I just want to say that I haven't looked through this. I haven't even done a video on this. But stay tuned. There'll be a video on Monday coming out because we've got big things for the Galactic Marine. It's so handy to have Galactic Marines in a magazine. Funny thing is, if you're in the UK, before we start, there's no point me mentioning it in the video because they'll probably be sold out in a lot of places by then. If you're in the UK, a lot of supermarkets have had these recalled. Morrison's has had these recalled for unknown reasons. Some Sainsbury's have had these recalled. I saw someone saying Sainsbury's had. And Waitrose. I think Waitrose is the other one I've heard. So there's a few different stores that have had this magazine recalled. I don't know why, but it means like my local Morrison's still had a few of the old ones anyway. So I just don't think they were selling them as quickly. So they might have delayed them for another day or maybe tried to beat scalpers by not putting them out on the Wednesday because so many scalpers were trying to get in on the Tuesday. So maybe they got recalled out of fear of like buying them all. I don't know. It's an odd decision, but it's a decision they made anyway. For you, looking forward to see which Yu-Gi-Oh! Lego set idea wins the contest. I can't believe we have to wait so long for those. Like the Pokemon one that we voted for weeks and weeks ago, feels like months ago, is being revealed next February. Is that so they have time to try and recreate it and be like, no, maybe we'll choose the second one. No, maybe like they should just announce the winner and then it's going to take years to build the set anyway. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that vote's closed. And Yu-Gi-Oh wasn't a vote, was it? Anyway, Here is the board game. We get rid of that. Get rid of that glare. Oh, that's made it a little bit better, but now introduced it down here. So you can't see how to play. I am going to show a quick close-up if you do want to pause it and get all of these steps. And there's also a tip for fancy a longer game. We will see how this goes. We will see how this goes first. You know what would be cool? Galactic Marines and Battle Droids. But I don't have 3 Galactic Marines to work. I do have 3 minifigures from the Nova Corps that didn't come with this magazine. And I should be able to get 3 different Battle Droids. Any preference? We got the Commando from a previous magazine. I've also got a B2 on desk. And the good thing with the Commando is it can like ball up so we can see exactly where it is, which is hard to do with the B2. How are we gonna... Can you recognize these? Top down, B2, Commando, and I'll get a regular battle droid. And then I suppose I could be the droid, so you wouldn't have to remember the droids. You're too fragile, aren't you? Let's grab Roger or Mr. Bones. I'm going to grab Roger. We all know Roger from the Freemaker Adventures. So, what do we need? 1 dice. Do we need an actual dice, though? Do we need a 1 to 6 dice? Or do we need... We could use a Lego dice. And go... Oh, wait. But they've got the same size. All right, hold up. We can make a dice. We can make a dice using 2 of these elements. We can put them back to back. And then we can have 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe we can do it based on edges. Maybe we do like 1. Oh, no, because we got circle. We don't have triangle Lego pieces. Let's go with studs. Let's go with studs. And I'm going to go with a big old 1 for number 1. Big old 1 for number 1. We've also got a... Oh, we could do that for 4, I suppose. What can 2 be? 2 is rounded plates. We've got 3, which is rounded plates and studs. 4? How can we get 4? Maybe grills. Yes. This is how we're going to work a dice. All right, we're going to do it based on how many shapes there are. This is going to be fun. Yu-Gi-Oh was a vote. You remember going to the website and voting for the finalists you grew up watching, mostly Yu-Gi-Oh. Growing up, growing up, you mostly watched Yu-Gi-Oh, but really like Star Wars too. I wonder how big the overlap watching it. Like, I didn't watch Ninjago until earlier on in the year. Some of you know. 1 has 6 on the other side. And I've noticed so many Star Wars references through Ninjago. I wonder for something like Yu-Gi-Oh! If there is any overlap between not just Star Wars, but the inspiration. What the inspiration is like for it. All right. So we've got 6 because we've got the 6 stripes. And the 1 because it's just 1. On this side, we're going to have 5. Which is 2 studs. 1, 2. And a 3. Which is what the grill represents. And on the other side of a 5, we need a 2. Which I'm going to use 2. I'm going to try and get as many studs sticking out to make this as fair as I can. I'm sure someone's going to do the math, and if we played this game for several rounds, it wouldn't be as fair, but at the minute it is pretty fair. And then so that's 1, 2. We need a 3, which is a 1 by 2 and 2 studs. And on the other end of a 3 is a 4. So I basically need to dig out 6 studs. Ninjago 2. Yes, I didn't watch Ninjago until the start of the year. And then I watched through all 15 series and caught up with Dragon's Rising. And I am so excited for the new season. And there's part 2 of season 4 coming out at the end of this year. And then there's a final season of Dragon Rising. And there's going to be something else. Right. But the Dragon's Rising story is over. And it's bittersweet because if they continued the Dragon's Rising story too far, then, you know, any story that continues on long enough. What's that quote? You either die a hero or you live long enough to see yourself become a villain. So many stories that push it end up becoming that villain. How Star Wars has, I mean, depends on your point of view as to whether Star Wars has or hasn't. But all right, we've got our dice. We need 3 game pieces and 8 Lego bricks. 4 per player, any color. So I'm going to grab a pile of 2x2s. Red's going to stand out against blue. And I picked 12. So we've got 8 bricks. We have a dice. We have 3 droids. Now let's bring in our 3 Nova Corps Galactic Marines. I haven't opened the polybag from the magazine yet. So we've got this knockoff Nova Corps. This was my very first one that I got, I think, 2 years ago now. And then I created my own before the figs were on shelves, which is valued at like 72 pence. I kept saying £2. Last year, those pieces were valued at £2. This year, 72 pence. And then we have Bakara. So we've got Bakara. I'm gonna refer to them as their colors. We've got pink, we've got red, and we've got white. Just so it's easier in chat for you to say which one's which. And I'm actually gonna fold them up, which they can do with all their karmas. Very, very handy. So that you can see the tops of their heads, and that will move them around. Can I do that with the droids as well? We got brown, we got silver, and we got Macho, who I don't think a B2 can sit up. Barely. It can barely sit up. A makeshift dice. Nice. Thank you. Thank you. Ninjago season 1 to 5 was peak. Oh, Ninjago was the sort of show that when watching I thought, okay, it's peaked here, but somehow they always found a way to like do more. And everyone has their favorite season, of course. But somehow Ninjago always impressed me. There was always one episode of Ninjago that just blew me away every season. It didn't even have to be something like main story. It could just be something in the background that popped up and I'll be like, oh, that was from like, oh, that's been churning in the back. Where they just had so many unanswered questions. All right. How to play. Read the preparation instructions. The first step of the instructions has taken me down here, and then it takes me to gathering what I need. Decide who will play for which side. I'll be separatist because I like being the Empire, so I'll be the separatist. Place your game pieces on the start spaces. The person playing for the droids places a brick on the opponent's side first as a blockade. Now this is going to be fun. Trying to get chat to place a brick on the opponent's side. I'm going to place a brick right there. Bricks cannot be placed on dark blue spaces, which are these ones around the start. Continue taking turns until all the pieces have been placed. All right, chat. Where do you want to place a brick? We're going to go with the battleship A, B, C, D, E columns, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 rows. So first, it says take turns. I roughly know where I'm going to place mine. So as chat gives a combination, then we'll go and place one. But you've got 4 bricks to place. First 4 chats to give me a letter and a number. And don't try and cheat it. You can't put 4 combinations in one chat. Separate comments. A, B, C, D, E. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And if you haven't played Battleship, I should explain. This is column B, row 2. Or column C, row 5. For instance, it's very hard without a grid. You're going to have to count A, B, C, D, E. And that is 9, 8, 7. Nope, 8. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thought there was an extra row, but there's not. Heard that Ninjago is still continuing. Yes. I never got into Yu-Gi-Oh! I watched the first series or 2 of Pokemon. My brother was a big Yu-Gi-Oh fan though, so I heard of it, and he had the cards. So I saw the all the dragons and stuff. That was pretty cool. And similar to Pokemon, they had their Charizard, their blue eyes white dragon. Why did I think the dragon was blue? Maybe there was a blue dragon. White-eyed blue dragon? Blue eyes white dragon, wasn't it? Or blue eyes white something dragon. Blue eyes white dragon. I think that's how it goes. D3 for the first brick. A, B, C, D. 1, 2, 3. All right, I'm going to place my second down there. Blue eyes white dragon. That's the one. I remember seeing, I don't think it was my brother, it was one of his friends that got that card first. And there was like this shine to it. It was one of the first special cards that I remember. Red Eyes Black Dragon. Oh, I don't remember that. That is very 2000s Lego castle theme. To have blue and a light color be the heroes. Oh, wow, that is menacing. It reminds me of, it's like if Charizard and Dragon, not Dragonair, is it? What's the Pokemon? Is it like Dragonoid or something? It was like if Charizard and Aerodactyl. See, seeing the image on Google, I just searched Pokemon Dragon. Seeing the image made me remember. I was good with those names. The Google Pokemon list was cool, but you had to show me an image and I'd be able to like name them. I couldn't go through the entire list, especially for the generations of them. Pegasus had Toon cards. Ooh. All right, that's one brick placed. Where are you going to place your second? C5. Okay. I'm seeing a little pattern here, so I'm gonna go there. And I don't really know why. Yeah, I've got a feeling of these things. Whilst we're going through, I best be reading the rules as well. Continue taking turns. Yep. The player representing the Galactic Marine starts. There you go, chat. You get to go first. That makes a change. Roll the die and move the piece in any direction along the paths. Any direction. It doesn't say any directions, but roll the die and move a piece in any direction along the paths. There are little green and red lines, so that will work. D2, A, B, C, D. Oh, that's a wall. That is a wall. You know what? I'm going to place one. Should I have made a wall? Making me double think now. I'm going to place one there, which is what, C3? C2. A wall's a good idea. Could you block... Oh, I tell you what, if you do one there, and there, you could block an entire run, couldn't you? I wonder what that means in the game, though. Roll the die and move a piece in any direction, then take turns rolling the die. You can only move one piece per turn, but it doesn't matter which one. If you can't move, you must miss a turn, and you're not allowed to jump over bricks. If you land on a brick, though, you can move it anywhere. The first player to reach the finish with all their pieces wins. So we're homing in on the finish. That's a good idea. One final brick to place. Where are you going to trap me? A4. Ho-ho! Forcing the B2 round the end. And chat, you get to go first. I am rolling the dice, and I'm going to be rolling it along the top. I'll try and keep it on the mat. There's not much space outside. And first off, whilst I roll, which piece would you like to move? Which piece will you move? You've got the choice of the white Bakara, the dark red Marine, and the pink knockoff Marine. Although I say knockoff, it's made of ABS, but it isn't made of Lego ABS. It's molded in a different house, which is why it's pink, but it does have a really sweet backpack, and it's worth to some over 20 quid. which the Galactic Marine is worth, wait, I've got the magazine here, 550 is all I paid for this magazine. Great magazine. I've done all the other puzzles in it. I've done that. Couldn't wait before the video. All right, I'm gonna close the poll in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have, do we have a, oh, it's a tie. Oh, I'm loving these ties. Red is heads. That is the king's head. And tails is R2 and 3PO. Flip it, back of the hand, and our survey says heads red, tails is pink. It is heads? Yes, that's the king's face. And what was heads? Red. Head is reds. So let's roll the dice. That is 6. Oh, crikey. 6 is a world of possibilities. 1. All right, you're at your first impasse. Let's play this D&D style. You move forward 2 spaces. You are fit with a choice. Your choice is, do you go left? You go left where you see your comrades in the distance fighting over the last sandwich. Or do you go right where you see your captain alone trying to cut his way through shrubbery and vines, making a little shortcut to the next mission? Forget about what I'm describing here. There is no right or wrong answer. Left and right puts you right or left. But let's D&D up a little bit. That's what these games are like. This is very much like the games we've just been playing, except for the fact there's no defeating. So it's a kid-friendly version. We're not blowing each other up. And also the barricades. That is an awesome thing to add. I'm going to revisit this board game, and I'll be back. I'll be back with barricades, with something to represent shields. So that's a good idea. I should be making note, keeping a list of all this constructive criticism. And oh, I spelled that wrong, but that works. Let's end the poll. It seems to be everyone in agreement. We are going left. 1, 2. Turn left, and you're not going to want to like go to the other barracks. So that's a 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, 5, 6 does land on a brick, or you can go right. Do you want to land on a brick, which you get to move? You can only move 1 piece. If you land on a brick, you can move it anywhere. Included is my side. So that's how you get trapped if you have like double bricks and that. So do you want to move a brick? Or do you want to play it safe? There's a nice clear path. You know, you don't have to move the barricade if you don't want to. But if you move the barricade, maybe you move it into a tricky position. So already that's 5. That could be 5 bricks. That's, yeah, I can see why this game, play several rounds to make it longer. I feel like this game could go on for a while though, with the moving of the, I suppose if you keep landing on the bricks, it's all down to the roll of a dice. So maybe if we have a quick round, we could slot another one in there. Play 3 rounds each time with 3 new pieces at the start. Oh, wait, 3 new, oh, leave the others where they were at the end of the previous round. That doesn't seem fair. Whoever has more pieces at the finish at the end of the last round wins. Oh, play 3 rounds. Each time with 3 new pieces at the start. 3 rounds. As in 3 whole games to get 3 people to the... I don't understand that one. I don't understand that one. Oh, it's split. It's split. Are we going to get a 50-50? I'll give you a 5-second countdown. So I'm closing the poll. 3, 2, 1. I've ended it. I've ended it. It's a 50-50. Awesome. Where's that coin? All right. Heads moves the brick. Tails plays it safe. And our survey says tails to play it safe. Oh, okay. So that's moved 2 across. I didn't think this through when I made the dice. It's kind of landed on an edge. And now it won't get off the edge. Hey, 6! I think there should be a re-roll in the future, but it says 6. We're gonna move a 6. You definitely can't be shaking those bricks around. 6. I'm gonna move. I'll tell you what. I'm gonna move Roger. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, chat. You don't have to move a different piece this time. You can move the same one. Who are you gonna move? Which piece will you move? You've got the white at the top. Who's Bakara? Again, the red. You already know this. Or the pink. Look forward to seeing which piece you're gonna move. The aim is to get it inside this cracker. Sorry, Bakara. Didn't mean to knock you down. And it'd be really cool to get a UT-80, is it? Is that the ship that Bakara and crew have? It'd be really cool to get one of those in like a smaller set. It wouldn't be cool to get 140. They wouldn't sell it unless they put the 501st in, which I think we've still got the 501st Specialists on shelves, but I don't think there's a regular clone in there. A pink. I see votes for the pink. And is the pink going to win, or is there going to be a last minute change? Oh, this is suspense. Pink wins 100% and you get 1 move. Well, I forgot playing Monopoly and getting like 1 move and landing on a bunch of... That is actually 50-50. It looks closer to this side on camera, which is 3. But I got a 2. I'm going to move... Yeah, I'm going to move the B2 because I guess the other droid can move a bit further. Let's run that back. Which piece? Which piece will you move? The white one, the red one, or the pink one? I should put the whole words. I was just going to do the letters. I should do the whole words just in case someone is joining in the stream for the first time. Hello there, if you are. White, red, or pink. The aim of the game is to follow the green paths into the Christmas cracker. Merry Christmas in July. Happy Christmas in July. It's not July for much longer. We got a members stream tomorrow playing through Guardians of the Galaxy for the 3rd time. And I hear that we should be done in like 6-7 streams. Hey, there it is again. So looking forward to see what our next mission is with the Guardians. Ending the poll in 3, 2, 1. Oh, 50-50. All right, heads is white, tails is pink. I thought it was already pink. That was the last one. And the coin is heads. So it's white. You've moved all of them. That's kind of impressive. And you can't move over a character, right? You can't. It says about jumping a brick. You're not allowed to jump over bricks. Wait, it doesn't say you can't jump over characters. So the fact it specifies you can't jump over bricks means you can pass characters, doesn't it? Where's the dice? Oh, there you are, 1. Oh, this dice does not like chat. Maybe we should have built it in more Republic colors. Gray and dark red. I'm going to re-roll that. That's off camera. That's off camera. But it rolled the same, and that's different. That is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Either way, I was trapped behind a droid. That's not great. All right. Which piece will you move? If only I could save a poll so I could redo it. YouTube, could you have it so that we could reuse polls? So we could like update, like if I could just grab the previous poll. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 polls on screen right now that I could just rerun. That would be perfect, or at least copy and paste. And then we could see which one it goes. Oh, it's flicking, it's flicking, it's flicking. I've ended the poll. That was a quick end. How did it end? Wait, did I end it too quick? I didn't see the poll. No. Are we rerunning that, or has anyone got a poll on their screen? Not the white, red 50-50. It would be after that. Did YouTube just get rid of that poll? If so, maybe we shouldn't be complaining about it. I'm going to run another one. If anyone has an answer to that poll, though, do let us know. And in the meantime, I'm going to be thinking of what I want to do. So In order to move a brick, I have to roll the exact number. That's a 1, 2, 3, a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, or a 1, 2, 3, a 1, 2. We can't jump over bricks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A 6 is that droid done for, but a 3, a 4, or a 5 would work. It was same, 50% white, 50% pink. Oh, that's probably why it didn't run. All right, if it was 50-50, I think we count that as a move, and then the next one is pink. The next one's pink for definite, but it's only fair we give the white a chance. Oh, wait. Is that why it says 2 pop? No, okay. So head, that coin fell through the gap. Head is pink this time. White is tails. Oh, it's a good thing we gave white a chance. All right, white gets the first roll. Pink gets the next one. That's just on screen. Enough for it to count as 1. I think it's only fair I don't re-roll my 1s. I don't want to re-roll you. So I guess I move you 1. That's fair. And now we're rolling. Oh, wait. That was for white. Did I just steal white's move? I did steal white's move. Didn't I? I definitely did. And I got a 1 of my own, thankfully. And now we're rolling for pink, which is 2. Again, no choice. There was only 1 path set out. We're re-rolling that one. Is that on screen? Barely enough for me not to change it. And that's a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm going to move this brick. Oh. So this path is covered. That end is also covered. I'm going to move this brick here to block all paths. Oh, come on, chat. It's 3-0. It's 3-0 against me. You're winning so far. Are you going to move white, red, or that is not R. White, red, or pink? That's W, R, or P for white, red, and pink. I will type out the words in the future, but thought I'd get that poll running quickly. And then when that poll's up, I will schedule the next poll. So this is for the move right now. Waiting for one more vote. Come on. And our survey says poll complete. Two pink again. Is it? Has it snapped? Was that 2 pink? Or did someone vote for something else? If so, you don't mind messaging, let me know. And we can flip a coin for it, but I think pink got that. I think pink is going to break out. If pink gets 2, it can move that brick. But if pink gets... Pink can get 1... Oh, no, 3. Sorry, 3. Anything more sends pink round that way because you can pass troopers. I think that was pink. So I'm going to roll for pink. And that is a 2. Or is it? Is that on the edge? It looks to be wonky. You can't see one of the sides. Pink 100%. Thank you, Moon. Thank you. It is a 2. So I have to ask. You're at an impasse. Pink comes up and sees if it turns left, it's going to walk into a barricade. There is only one way it escapes the barricade. But on the right, there are fellow soldiers. There are fellow soldiers and there's a bit of company. So do we turn left down a dead end? I'm the dungeon master here who also happens to be controlling the separatist. I'm just saying, if this isn't the Clone Wars, I don't know what is. I am the dungeon master who is playing both sides, but I secretly want one side to beat the other, or at least knock it down a peg, you know. I don't think Palps really wanted the separatists to win, which is why he then flip-flopped, but then he had the, yeah. So, oh, it's 50-50. Tried to vote, but don't think it went through. All right, as soon as I end this, I'm going to start the next move whilst I make my turn, and hopefully That gives YouTube a bit of time to catch up. Let's see. Oh, left, right, 50-50. Gets 2 votes. Yeah, the moderators get 2 votes. I dropped it. I didn't call it. So head is left, tails is right. I think you got a sneak peek of what that was. It's heads, same as it was before. We're turning left and we're going towards that barricade, which is ballsy because at the end of the day, just saying, chat, you've rolled 3 ones already, so it's looking likely you get to move that barricade. But before I run my vote, which piece will you move next? Let me add that. Let me add that to the question. Which piece will you move next? Is it going to be the white one? Is it going to be the red one? Or is it going to be the pink? How are we enjoying this game so far? I think the barricades add an extra level of awkwardness first off. A 1. Oh, I didn't want a 1. Is a 1 going to do anything for the droids back there? Or should I just move you closer? And then that's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I like the fact you're at a 6. I like the fact you're at a 6. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ah, I move you forward 1 and a 5 can move that brick. That will open up a whole world. You'd muck it up. No, you wouldn't. No worse than I will muck it up. I'm sure you'd both do. You're both doing very well so far. I mean, kind of blockaded you in there, but there is no path, is there? Let me move these across a little bit just so you can see the green on the other sides of them, so you know what's leading into where and what isn't. All right, the white piece, Bakara, is on the run. I also notice you're moving as a group. This is so Clone Wars right now. All right, Bakara. Look, Bakara is taking the hard route. If you have this magazine and you read the comic, you will understand what Bakara is going through. This is exactly like the comic. This is exactly what Bakara's doing in the comic. Slashing through all of the vines, walking over lava and taking the hard paths. Maybe you do better if you weren't selecting randomly. I don't really know if there's much, like, this droid, if I get a 6, makes sense to go back. But the other 2, we'll see what we roll. I see what I roll, and maybe I should roll first. Maybe I should select the piece before I roll mine, because we're doing the exact same with chat. So I'm gonna move the B2. Please don't get 6. 1. Perfect. There you go. If I select the droid before I roll, then maybe I have a bit more luck. Maybe I'll get a bit better with it. Also, using 3 clones and 3 droids is perfect for this, especially if you've got the set. You'll have 3 Galactic Marines and 3 battle droids to do this with, and you can print this out. What I might do is scan this and upload it into the video. So stay tuned for Monday's video. If you don't have this magazine, I will scan this and get a copy in the video so that you can print it out. Maybe have it on a, maybe print half and then print another half so that it's A3. But you could also use a 1x1 brick on an A4 sheet of paper. Is it going to be 50-50? Poll is over. White's 50, pink 50. That red one was doing too good. We don't want to move that. Heads white, tails pink, and it is heads, which, you know what that means. We're going to roll a 1. You can't make this up. Bakara, just get on the gunship. Stop faffing around. Get on the gunship. We can go past other players. I suppose there's no room on the same piece to go. Like, Bakara has to go the long way around, just like in the comic. I'm going to move Roger. This is a 6. It's out of bounds, but it is a 5, which is pain. 1. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. No. 1, 2, 3. No. 1, 2, 3. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. All I need is a 1. I forgot to run the poll. Oops. I forgot to run the poll. We've got white, red, and pink. That is for Bakara, the Galactic Marine. So you are voting to move the Bakara minifigure with the white helmet, the Galactic Marine with the red, or the custom Galactic Marine with the pink helmet, the pinkish purple, the pinky helmet. The pink helmet needs a 1 or anything. Actually, the pink helmet can move any number that way. It can't move a 3. So the pink can't move a 3, but any other number 1 through 6 is fine. Bakara, I think Bakara can move anything but a 4. And then the red helmet can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, it can move any number. We're rolling for pink, and you want that 1. You want that 1, chat. So hopefully Bakara has got 1, 2, 3, 4 ones, and the pink's already got a 1. I think that's what we started with. So I'm kind of hoping for a 1 here, but you get 4, which is enough to, oh, behead them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Move them past the red helmet and on to their next stop. I'm going to run another poll for your next move. In the meantime, let's see which droid I'm working with. Probably the Commando, the BX. The BDX? The BDX droid. How many are we moving? 1. That is the worst combination because that, oh no, I guess we've cleared this space now, haven't we? So it is possible. It is possible to break out. But what I really want is to move another brick. Because I think, yeah, all the paths are blocked for now. If Bakara ends up getting a 1, 2, 3, 4 and opening up the opposite side, that would be painful for like everyone because chances are, wait, you could block like the only path into the end and they have to roll the exact number. I saw that switch up to Bakara. What are we going with? A 2. I thought that was a 4. A 2 for Bakara needs another 2 next round. So if Bakara gets another 2, that could spell dangerous because you've blocked up one of my exits there. I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying anything. I am not saying anything. Not anymore. Not saying anything. All right, whilst you vote for your next move, I'm going to go with, I think we get, oh, but that droid's kind of protecting at the minute. I'm going to go for the BDX. I'm going to go for the BDX droid. Didn't mean to hit it though. And survey says that is a 6. Ooh, that's what we needed ages ago. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, that's pretty sweet. I got 2 on the final run. Bakara again. Oh, chat, I hope you get a 2. I hope you get a 2. A 3 cannot be moved. So a 3 cancels out for Bakara. And have we had any cancel outs? I feel like that's a reroll. Oh, that's a reroll. It's on script. I really wanted to cancel that. It's a 2. Where are you moving the brick? We've got columns A, B, C, D, E, rows 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. A, B, C, D, E, D, C, B, A, and then 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Battleship coordinates. Where do you want to drop the brick to block? And it's anywhere that isn't already occupied. So it can't be on top of another brick. You can change the rules and make it so if you want to play it at home. And it also can't be in place of a droid, which again, you could be ruthless. If you want to play this for hours, make a rule up so that you can drop it where a droid is and send it back home, or same with the clones. You would be there for hours if that was the case, constantly sending them back. It's like Ludo, where you can actually take out the other side. Where do you want to place the brick? I suppose in the meantime, I can start planning my next move, but I ain't going to roll until we've got this brick down. So that's columns A. Is this whole row? Is this whole column? B is here. C, D, and you've gone with E6. That was cheeky. Blocking the droid right off. Well then, I'm going to go with Roger, Roger, and move them safely into base with a 1. Beautiful. That's also a separatist cracker. So, capture ship. Oh, So this is like Battlefront 2, where the Separatists are trying to capture the ship and... No, the clones are trying to capture the Separatist ship. That's what it's like. White, red, or pink? Let's go. Oh, this is intense, because now I've got to roll a 1 here. Or a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I can't roll an 8 in one die. I can't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I mean, I just want a 6. That's really what I'm asking for. Oh, switch up. Did I see red? Everyone wants the red to move. And the red is moving 1 spot. I am going to move the red back 1 because 1 forward, you can't. There's already a figure there. So I've moved the red back 1 because you've now got this side open. So hopefully we all think that's fair. And let's see what piece you are moving next. There we go. Which piece are you moving next? I'm going to be moving the B2. Give me a 6. I got a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I need another 4. And then a 1. Wait, I need a 1 anyway. Maybe I should go for the 1. Maybe that's what I'll go for. Voted for red again. I know that singer. All right. Oh, a 2. Making moves. Which piece will you move next? Maybe I should just mix this up and switch out the order every so often. I'm going to go with 1, 2, 3, 4. A lot's riding on a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A 4 or a 6 with a B2. I'm picking the B2. Oh, it's a 4. Oh, no. No! I thought moving this brick would solidify a 4. It's a 1, which is painful because I needed a 1 with the BDX, but I picked the B2. This is why we pick droids before we roll. All right. Bakara is moving out for chat. Let me just run up the next poll. Before we even know where Bakara is, let's have a little look to see if that changes chat. And Bakara is moving. That is a reroll. That is a reroll. That is a reroll. That is a reroll. I'm seeing a flaw with this dice. It's hitting nothing but rerolls. Bakara will move eventually, and Bakara moves a 1. Bakara. You can't keep rolling a 1. This is perfect with how the comic goes, though. Those of you that haven't read the comic will not understand. This is Bakara. This is Bakara. This is beautiful. This is Bakara. Come on. All right, we got a 1 last time. We're not going to get it again. I'm rolling the B2. No, what do you mean we got another 1? Okay, we need a 2 next time. What's the chance we get a 1 3 times in a row? I think the chance is like impossible. There's no way we get 3 1s in a row. I know Bakara did. Bakara got 3 1s in a row. And now we're moving the pink clone for chat. So that's the custom at the top of the page. Let's see how far they're going. There's no way. You know what? I'm going to pick the BDX droid. We need a 1. We need a 1 from the BDX droid. It's a reroll. Whew. It's a 1. It's a 1. And I'm going to move this to... where's the best place to put it? I'm going to put it there. That's a pretty strong barricade. But if Bakara can get us... Oh, that's a 7. Okay, never mind. Bakara's not worrying about that this time round. And chat, you have chosen to move the pink 1. Nice. Nice call. Get all your troops together because I've still got to get the B2 across the line and hope that there isn't a brick in the way that I cannot pass because that is going to be frustrating. The pink Galactic Marine will move 2, which gets the brick. All right. Now, there are 3 options. There are 3 options for this. You can put the brick... I'm going to help you out a little bit. There are 3 spots you can block me. There's E4, which is right by the exit. That one's going to hurt. There's E5, which is a little away, but I've still got the 2 bricks covering there. And there's, what's that? D6 just covers the B2. So E4 and E5 are the killers. Where do you want to place your power brick, your extra, your Lego game extra? You remember there's a story where the Islamic Marine power armor weapon systems malfunction and they have to fight droids hand to hand. The Galactic Marines, or that's mad though, fight droids hand to hand, like their batteries just run out. I suppose they're laser weapons, aren't they? They could be discharged. We've seen that in the Clone Wars. When was that? The weapons, they like froze up or something. There's an episode in the Clone Wars. And I've never thought of that with vehicles. E4. E4. Oh, am I going to get a 2 or a 4? Either way, I'm going with a B2. All right, I believe in the 4. I believe in the 4. And clearly the 4 doesn't believe in me. I don't know if I'm placing this brick back in the right spot. I think I am. But I keep knocking into it. Come on. Oh, it's a 1. It's a 1. So B2's got 2 options. I can move it to the right where that's a 3 and a 3, or the left where I need a 1 or a 5. But first off, autocorrect is weird. Yeah, very weird. Druids. Oh yeah. I think it was prototype armor. Oh, crazy. That would be a good Dark Horse comic to have like the proper, because if they're man to man or you know, hand to droid, that's gonna hurt. You've done this just to, I can't flip a coin for a 3-way truck tire. And I'd like to point out as well, YouTube is in on this, chat. YouTube has helped you out here because typically all these 3-way ties end up with someone being 34. Someone's just teetering over the edge. 33%, 33%, 33%. I mean, I've got a dice. 1 and 6 is white. 2 and 5 is red, and 3 and 4 is pink. So pink it is, which is dangerous because pink can actually get out and go home. But first off, pink has another brick. Pink has another brick. Are you going to place it? It's gonna be E5, isn't it? Anyone want to place this brick? Let me know in chat. Autocorrect. The thing is, autocorrect on does come up with some weird auto, like Islamic for Galactic, especially in a YouTube chat nowadays. Oh, you're getting a politics stream. That could, I mean, if you're in a political stream, why would you be talking about Galactic Marines, if we're being honest? But, you know, that's one of the problems autocorrect can have. Imagine that's like a presidential email. That could be crazy. And then I turn it off, and it means that some of my words, instead of vowels, have the most random consonants, and they look like they're shortened, like they're abbreviated sayings, but they're just not. They don't make sense whatsoever. D6. A, B, C, D, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, wait, there goes my, I was hoping for a 5. Now I need a 2, a 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or a 6. A 2, a 1, a 6. Yeah, a 2, a 1, or a 6. Oh, volunteers know to place it. Hey, Jan Kitharan. Sounds like a Chiss name. Don't know if you've read the Thrawn books. It sounds very Chiss. All right, let me run another poll because there's no way I win it in this move. You can move the white helmet, the red helmet, or the pink helmet. Let's go. First, I'm going to be moving. That doesn't count. A 1 actually doesn't help me either way. I'm going to be moving the B2 because my plan is to free this with the B2 and then I can move the BDX. That's what I'm thinking. That's a reroll. That's a reroll. Let's get a good roll on it. That's a 2. Well, that puts a spanner in the works because now they're both going the same side. I'm going to put this brick. I'm going to put it there on that corner because I think that's the hardest to get. That's a 3. Everyone needs a 3. A lot of probabilities here. Could even try permutations. 2. fancy. Permutations, for anyone that doesn't know the exact definition, it's an ordered arrangement of items where the sequence matters. Yes, so rather than general probabilities, it's more so like picking which clone trooper could be. You've gone with pink, so let's end that before we roll. But by picking pink, perhaps Bly could have removed their brick instead. Let's see, pink, that's a reroll. That is 1. Well, there's only one way forward, and that is to move 1 straight. I'm going to go with the BDX. So I'm looking for a 2. That was like the worst roll, but I'm taking that. I'm taking that. And I'm going to put this brick, I'm going to put this brick here. So you need 3. Oh no, because that's 2, 1, 3. Oh no. And that's a 5. So 4 is literally the only number that can't help you, I think. Anything but a 4. Anything but a 4, chat. But first off, before we know what you've spun, you've got to pick the right clone trooper. So the pink needs a 2. The white needs a 1, a 3, or a 5. And the red needs a 3 or a 5. Anything but a 6. Although a 6 does help you move forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. A lot of statistics here. Oh, yes. Statistics heavy. And we've gone with white. So we're hoping for a 1, a 3, or a 5. We just want it to be odd. So Bly can move. You know what? He's never been more happy to see a 1. How many spots is there to block? So you've got the choice, really, of... Okay, 6 dominoes, though. You got the choice of E5 or E6. They're the only 2 paths left. This would be a great comeback from chat to make it 4-0 in the chat versus series, which I am going to keep up. I am finding more games that we can play on the stream. They won't be as often as weekly, but they will be every little while, every few weeks. So before I run the next move, which I will get up on the poll, E5 or E6. Do you think I'll roll a 1? No, you think I won't roll a 2 with E5 or won't roll a 1 with E6? This is the choice. Like, usually it's probability of rolls and that, but it's also that you might get another brick and you can fill the other spot. You really don't know. I'm starting to lose my voice as well. So it's a good thing we're both getting close to the end. E5 with reasoning. There's a lot of 1s. Yeah, there is a lot of 1s. I wonder if the grills... I think I know. I think I've made a weighted die accidentally. The grills don't have studs. So as they're rolling, even the 5 has 1 stud. So we should see a lot of 1s and a lot of 2s. Is that what we've been seeing? I'm going to go with the B2. Because if I move this droid again, it can pass. So the B2 needs a 2 or a 3. And what do you know? I got a 2. I think I've just realized. Wait, it's a 3. It's a 3. It's not a 2. It's a 3. Oh, so I'm on a different path now. Now I need a 1 for both. And I'm going to put this brick. I'm going to sit it right in front of the dark red because I've just seen that that's the... That was cheeky, but it isn't the only way around. All right, red is the next element. Next time I'll do that without looking up. That was a bit cheeky. So next piece you can move is white, red, and pink. Oh, the studs make a weight difference. Yes. So the studs, to be fair, the studs are heavier, I would say, but the tiles are flatter. So when it hits, it's less likely to bounce compared to if it has like 2 studs. It will roll over onto the next. But the tile will hit and there's more of a surface to smack against. I'm going to go with the B2. Got to be the B2. I got a 4. I suppose I could 1, 2, 3, 4. It brings me closer. No, wait, that's a 2. That's a 2, isn't it? That's not 4 studs. That's 2 curved studs. I'm seeing things now as well. All right. Can I do anything with a 4? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess. I can move. It feels silly not moving. At least we're having fun. So much fun. These sort of games where like there's no way to, like, even if you form a barricade, which I was kind of trying to do at the start, and at one point I had the clones fully caved in for like 5 moves, but Bakara kept getting a 1, so got through it so easily. And there's no real way to play the game. No real way to, like, not to play the game. There is a real way to play the game. We are playing the game. I don't know the word I'm looking for here. To make it so that you can win. Like tic-tac-toe or noughts and crosses, that you can have it so that you can win most of the time. Whereas this game is just not. It's not that sort of game. This ain't that sort of game. Which piece will you move next? The next piece to move is red, after which you will be voting in the poll that has just gone live. So the red piece needs a 1 or needs to get around it. And based on our weighted die, a 1's looking likely. If it can roll. Oh, that's a 3. Is that? That's off camera. Can we get a 1? That 6 doesn't count. It's a 1! Yes! It took us some time. All right, where's this brick going? You've got probably E, isn't it? Or is it? Oh, you could block in the B2 super. Not that I'm giving ideas. I think I need to get the BX droid in at some point. But you've got a brick to place down. Where would you like to place this barricade? The my dungeon masterness dipped real quick. The B2 battle droid approaches a dead end. In the distance, it can hear trees being mauled down. Is it a juggernaut? Is it a UT-80? Will they find out? Are they approaching? Or are they sound like they're going further away, almost the other side of the barricade, as the clones block E3. Ouch. That is now a 6. A 6 would convince me to go the other way with a B2. So let's ask for a sign. Give me a sign. Should I jump the barricade with a 1 or should I run away with a 5, a 6? So B2. And it gives me a 3. Now, 1, 2, 3. I'm going to stick on this course. So, yeah, I need a 2 or a 4 or a 6. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need an even number. All I need is an even number. And have we got a 3-way split in chat again? Come on, come on. Was there a last minute vote? I think it was a 3-way split. So I'll go in order of how I'm putting them down. White is a 1 and a 6. A 2 and a 5 is red. And a 3 and a 4 is pink. 1, which is white, which is Bakara. Bakara is at an impasse because there is 2 blockages. Bakara's at a dead end, either way they look. To the right, there's some clones trying to cut through the barricade, but it's a very, very short, narrow tunnel. So Bakara's going to have to take some time, you know, fighting his way through it. And on the left, that was to the right. And on the left, there's a longer tunnel, but it's dark. It's dark, narrow trees, and there's the distant clanging of machinery, but he can't hear any clones. Is Bakara going to go down the narrow, dark path or the not very long path where clones are already fighting their way through? Which path will Bakara take? I will say the left path is in the right direction, but then again, both of these are pretty close to the end, so it's not making too much of a difference. But the left path is like 45 degrees in the right direction. The other path is just like off to the side. Let's see. Chat's voted the right path, which means Bakara only needs a 1. I think that was the smart choice. Bakara is known for getting 1s. On which piece are you going to try to get a 1 with Bakara, who is in white? Bakara's the white helmet, just so you know. The pink helmet needs a 2, and the red helmet needs a 4. I'm going to go with the B2. I can't not go with a B2. It's going to suck so much if I get there and like the B2 can't go because the BX is in the way. That's a reroll. That's a 1. All right, let's move 1 closer on the odd chance I get a 1. I could have moved... Wait, I could have cleared the path by going back. Oops, forgot about that. You voted for Bakara. Let's see if Bakara can get the 1 that we are looking for. Oh, Bakara got a 4. Got a 4. How did Bakara get a 4? I didn't know Bakara could go that far. So, does this help Bakara? 1, 2, 3, 4. It does actually, because it puts him closer to needing a 1 for the final. So he decides, you know what? The clones are working on that path. Does a 180, goes back up the other alleyway and starts, he's got a little knife, hunter style, just starts chopping away at this big shrubbery that may have a tree behind it. He doesn't know yet. But that's what the next roll's for. I'm going to roll for the B2. That's a re-roll. It's got to be flat, and it's a 1. So it looks like the B2's going the long way. I've still got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 chance of going the other way. You know what? Bakara's going to get a 1 just for the fun. I'm going to trap Bakara in. So Bakara needs a 1. There is no other way around it. But you've said that the pink trooper shall be the one moving next. Let's run a poll for the next move. After we move the pink, you can move white, red, and pink. Pink might not be an option. Actually, pink will be, because pink needs a 2 in any direction to be able to move forward. So I'll keep pink on there. And pink got a 3. Ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. A 3 can be moved backwards, which would need another 3. You can move the 3 backwards, or you can move back towards Bakara. So any preference in moving, I suppose if you move back towards Bakara, oh yeah, so it's a 1 or a 3. Before I roll, do you want to move backwards? I won't run a poll for that. That would just be a yes if so. Do you want to move to the top, or do you want to move down here? It's a back move, but then you only need 1, or instead of a 2, you'd need a 3. Actually, 2's more common. Maybe you stay, because that 1 will still need to move up to the rest. Maybe you stay. That's the smart thing to do. Smart thing to do, yeah. I'm down 3-0 at these games, chat. I don't know the smart thing to do. All right. Unless there's anyone in chat before your next move that says otherwise, I'm going to roll for the B2 and hope for a 2, and I get a 1. So at least there's no other barricades that can be placed in my way. But I do need to move the BX, and I need to move the BX fast. And I just need 1s now. I just need 1. Oh, just before I move the wire. Jenkintharum says, hopefully I'm saying that right, Jenkintharum says to move backwards. So backwards up requires a 3 instead of a 2. And backwards down will require a 1 and then freeze the path for the dark red as well. So backwards 1 or backwards 3. Now that we've cleared that up, white is winning the votes. So I'm going to end that poll. And Bakara needs a 1 to get on the home stretch. Bakara just needs a 1, and he rolled a 2, which can't move because he's barricaded in. Bakara tries to, he gets the double knives out, slashes, and both of them break. Luckily, he's got 1 in his back pocket. That will be for the next move. So moving backwards, top or bottom? A top needs, what did we say? A top needs backwards 1. Back 1. So top would need a 3. And the bottom would need a 1, which I think is what you're saying. So a bottom needs a 1. Make sure to vote. I think the bottom's going to be a popular one, especially after that, which would be back down here. Would also free up Bakara in case he gets a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which a 5 would be crazy from Bakara. He's only getting 1s and He got a 4. I think that's the highest we've seen. Bottom needs a 1. All right, we're going to roll for Bakara, who won the last poll. But yes, the pink one does only need a 1. So, oh, that's caps lock. Didn't mean to press that. Let's see who you're going to roll for next. Bakara gets the 1. Oh, this is dangerous. If the pink one gets a 1, then all danger. Now, it doesn't affect my roll, so I am going to move because the B2 is going to go forward anyway. But where would you like to place this red brick? I'm rolling for the B2 to get a 1. He got a 2. So where's the red brick? Where do you want to place the red brick? You can block me in with D2. That means the B1 can only get a 1, or you can like place it anywhere really. I suppose D2 is the only one that affects me still. So unless there's anything else in the chat, I'm going to place it there for the time being. D4. Oh, I see. I see. This is revenge for Bakara. Got me fully trapped, barricades on all sides. And do we have a split decision? White and pink, 50-50. No one knows which they want. So Bakara is 3 away, and the pink one needs a 1 to free up the spot for someone else. So I'm going to coin flip this. We've got heads for Bakara, tails for the pink trooper, and it's Bakara. Bakara needs a 3 or more to go home. Let's re-roll that. Watch Bakara get a 1. Please don't. Okay, come on, come on. Bakara got a 1. Bakara got a 1, which means the most they can get next time is a 2 anyway, because 2 spots is home. So even a 6 is a 2. Bakara, even at the end, Bakara saw the capital, the bridge of the separatist ship. So he darts for it, tripping over a mouse droid. A mouse droid that joined them at the boarding party. It's a friendly mouse droid as well. And yes, he is now face down on the metal sheets. And the droids heard something, but because of how tall the droids are, they look over. And there's a little barricade. There's a barricade before they get to the bridge, and they don't see anything. So he's safe for now. I'm going to go with a BDX, which is a 2, which puts them safe away. And hopefully, you don't land on a brick. You have voted for the pink. If you get the brick, I'm just default putting it there because that's going to make it so much harder. So you're hoping for a 1, but a 3 also clears the way. Hoping for a 1, but a 3 also clears the way. Let's see what you get. 6. Crikey. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1. Like, is a 6 handy? Do you want to move the 6? You can 1, 2, 3, 4. What about? Oh, you can jump over the clone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like, there's a few different ways you can move. Do you want to move, or do you want to forfeit the move? I see that pink is highlighted again, so I'm taking that as a forfeit move, and you're rolling for the 1 because I don't see like 1, 2, 3. There was a way 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You could end up here. Top, sweet. And I suppose all you need is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 from this guy. And that would work. B2, give me a 1. I got a 6. That's not helpful unless 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, there's no way that's helpful. So I'm going to forfeit that. Unless I get, oh, that gives me more than just a 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 will give me a 3. You know what? Yes, because then I can still get the 1, but I've also got the 3. I'm going to risk it for the biscuit. Pink, we're rolling for a 1 again. That was a 3, which actually clears this, doesn't it? It clears the one you needed a 1 for. Oh no. Now where are you placing? Where do you want to place the red brick? Ah, see, this is why risking it for the biscuit isn't always worth it. You end up dunking too long, and now you've got a soggy biscuit floating at the bottom of your hot drink. And no one wants that. I don't know. Sometimes it's It's nice if you've got a bunch of like sprinkles or marshmallows in a hot chocolate, but E4. Oh, that's a good one. That is right on the end. So I need a minimum of 2 blocks to get rid of. Let me see what we've got. That's a 2. That puts us back at the 1. At least there's no space between. I've learned my lesson from last time. Oh, a few votes on this one. Let's have a look who we're playing for. Red. So red is catching up, looks around and realizes it's the last member of the crew that has been left behind. Everyone's just abandoned red. What's up with that? Maybe it's because it spent so long painting its helmet. But it picks itself up, it strides forward, and it takes 1 step. Does it take 1 step left or right? I'm going to be honest. I don't think it really matters. As there's barricades here, I'm going to step right for you because there is a second path in case it gets a 5. If it gets a 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, no, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, if it gets a 5, it gets another brick. That's going to be a lot of fun. But we shall see. We shall see about that. I'm rolling for a 1. Perfect. I get another brick. All right. A 5 doesn't really matter because I'm going to, oh, wait, I could. Bakara. Yes. Oh, it's 50-50 between white and red. Now I've placed that. Cut the poll, 50-50. Heads white, tails. That wasn't a flip, that was a throw. Heads white, tails red. Tails for red. I was so hoping Bakara would just knock that out of the park straight away. That would be a nuts play. All right. We got another one. We've got to have a talk. They're taking after Bakara. They hear footsteps, so they're approaching slowly, making sure it's not droids that they're sneaking up on. And they can see some clone tracks, some AT-RT feet off in the distance. So they start following in that direction. And I think that's the way we will play it. So, white, red, or pink. Bakara needs a 1. Pink needs a 1, 2, a 1, a 2, or a 4. And red needs a 1, a 3, a 4, or a 6. So you've actually got enough choices between. That's quite handy. I'm going to move the B2, and I'm just rolling for a 1. You know what? Last time I moved the thing that was holding it up, it didn't go well for me. So I'm just going to straight re-roll. That could have been a 1, but again, same rules, and I got a 6. Doesn't help me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm not going to move further away. I'm not going to do that. All right. Oh, someone's thinking the 1, someone's thinking the 5, and someone's thinking the 6. Who shall it end up? I tell you what we'll do. We'll roll the dice. Same rules as before. It rolled a 1, which is Bakara. You want another 1. We want another 1. Bakara's only gone and bloody done it. I'm going to trap myself in. Is there anyone that wants this to go anywhere else? That seems like the right place to go. Stop me using my 6s to run about. Or do you want to place it 1 to the left? Whilst you decide. I'm going for the 1. And I won't be moving anyway. But I did hit that 1. And... oh... see, I believe that 1s, 2s, and 3s. 3s is the hardest. Oh, wait. 3s is the hardest. 1, 2, 3... oh, 3s is the hardest. I'm going to put my brick there. I'm going to whack it there. I'm looking at this board, and I don't think there's a way you can win, chat. I don't think that this is where the rule, if you could stack bricks, you would have like 5 bricks on this middle bit here, and there's no way I could pass that. I'd have to hit a 1 5 times. So that rule's definitely a fun one. But also, also, with these clones here, so you'd need 1 move to get rid of the brick, then to go in is a second move. You'd need 2 moves for the red one and Bakara. I tell you what, chat, you've got a title to uphold. I'm a respectful businessman here. I will give you 5 moves to make it. And you did go first, so that's 5 extra moves. If you can make it in 5 moves, then we'll call it a draw. If you can make it in 5 moves, which is impressive, I think you get the win for this. Let's see. Are you going to move I will say the white helmet needs any amount of moves, so it's a safe bet, but it's also a move that could go for anything. And you do have to pick the clone trooper first. Otherwise, I think you genuinely could do it. I think you could do it anyway. I have faith. White needs any number to go through. Pink needs a 3, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 from red. And I think a 3 is easier than a 5, honestly. You voted for pink. We're hoping for the 3. If it's not a 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If it's not a 3, I don't think this makes it possible. But I would like to see how far we can get. It's a 2. So you need a 1. I feel like Bakara can be bumped through. If someone runs past, they can grab him. 6, 7. Oh no, the perfect opportunity. Which place to move next? Let's have a little look. White, red, and pink. So the red clone needs 2 moves to go in, even if the brick isn't there. Bakara needs 1, and the pink trooper does need 2. But you've already rolled a 2. If you roll a double, I'll give you an extra move. If this is a 2, so it's a white Bakara roll. If this is a 2, I'll give you an extra move. It's a 1, Bakara is safe. 3 more moves. You've got a 1 and a 3. I don't know why I'm trying to make chat win. I'm 3-0 down on this, by the way. Again, 3-0 down on this versus chat. So now Bakara is out of the game. Oh, this is weird. I mean, you could move Bakara back out if you want to. 3 moves and a 1 and a 3 gets you a bonus move. Who are you moving? Pink needs a 1, red needs a 1, 2, 3, 4, or a 5. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A 4, 5, or a 6 moves the brick. This is going to be 50-50. Anyone want to sway the votes? Anyone want to tip this over the edge? 50% red, 50% pink. All we need is 1 vote to sway it. Imagine 1 vote on each side. Going once. Going twice. Sold. Last minute pink. Oh, if this is a 1, that would be the greatest comeback. And it gets you an extra vote. Gets you an extra roll, not an extra vote. Well, an extra roll is an extra vote, but you know what I mean. So you've got 3 turns left to bag it. Yeah, we'll block me in there. Hello there, Bevel. Hello there. 3 turns to bag it. And I keep my word. You get a win for this. So pink needs a 2. Red needs 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So like anything less than I think you can still make it even if you get a 1 with the red. The pink needs a 2. You can't get a 1 with the pink. Hello there. Just rounding up our 3rd game of the night. If you'd like to go back and watch them through, we had a lot of fun, including a little bit of world building with this. Bakara has made it to the control room, but he is under fire by BDX units and Roger from the Freemaker Adventures. Bakara's had to take cover behind one of the panels and is trying to lock up the doors and, you know, shut down the ship, but accidentally opens the door on the other side of the control hub and notices B2s arming up and walking right at the end of the hallway. They're far enough that he doesn't have to mind them now, but they're on their way. He needs backup, and the pink Galactic Marines are the ones on the comlink. It's coming through. It's fuzzy. Are they able to make it? Backup is on its way, Captain. The pink ones arrive, and they are holding off the droids. You have 2 moves, chat. 2 moves. Why did I do this? Why? I almost got my first victory here. 2 moves. I was going to say, which piece do you want to move next? For the sake of polls, I am going to run a poll, but you've only got 1 piece left on the board. I really did not think this was going to work. This was an educated guess, but love the Simpsons makeup, but really miss the minifig yellow. All right, red. Okay, so what I don't want is a 6. What I don't want you to get is a 6. Okay, it's a reroll. That's a reroll. And that's a 2. Does it matter which way you go round? Yes, that's the closest. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You need a 5 or a 6 to win. I have so much faith in my weighted die being a 1 or a 2. If you didn't know about that, spoiler alert, we weighted this to be mostly 1s and 2s. So that's why this game's gone on for almost an hour. If it's a 5 or a 6, you win, chat. If it's a 4, a 3, a 2, or a 1, I get my first win in the chat versus games. Let's go. Let's not waste any time. It's a reroll. I want to say it's a 1. It's a reroll. It's a 1. Yes, it's a 1. It's a 1. I got my first victory. All right, 3-1 chat. Good game. Good game. Thanks to everyone participating in the polls. Stay tuned to see more of my Galactic Marines and Company Monday's video. I hope you enjoy that. And I will be taking some notes. So my little game based off Battle of Hoth, there was a few different... I like the smaller game because there were so many different back and forth chances. The smaller game is a bit more to the point and a bit more concise. I will be adding some sort of indicator for the shields so that we can tell the different lives. And in a ship, I think that's handy. Maybe the X-Wing could have 2 lives as well, because that then makes the hero insta-kill even more of a punch to the gut. And then it makes sense, like the Y-Wings do have Astromechs, so maybe it wouldn't make sense, and the Star Destroyers have so many more people. And then we've also got the Barricade Bricks. I'm going to be adding that when we next play it. It's 11. Oh, thanks for dropping by, Bevel. Good night. And so close. Yes, so close. So that final 1 that was rolled was 4 away. That was a 1, wasn't it? Or did I pick that up? Was it a 2? It was only a few away. And the fact that you could do it and almost did it as well in 5 moves is not a lot. We rolled so many. How many 1s did Bakara get? Bakara really was your downfall. All those 1s through the board game. Crazy. Stay tuned. See a little close-up of Bakara. Really happy with how they turned out. And the best thing with this board game is the fact that it folds up even thinner than any of the other board games we've played with. And now you've got a little poly bag worth, even if you add a coin in, you've got a little poly bag worth of pieces there. Easy to part out. And the 2x2s, everyone's probably got a few of those laying around. Don't forget, if you want to make micro figures for your board games, stack 1 plate, 1 stud, 2 plates, 2 studs in any other color. Bakara gave the dice away. Yeah, Bakara wanted 1s. Bakara was like, no, we're going to take our time. Snell wins the race. And the other 2 were just running out and going all out. But that was a load of fun. We will definitely be doing this again. The next stream tomorrow is a members stream. We're going to be continuing playing through Guardians of the Galaxy. We are on mission 5 now, if you haven't been keeping up. And then on Saturday, we're going to be coding R2-D2, getting them to wear around, and back to building something Lego on Monday. So I hope you enjoyed and had a lot of fun. Those of you that have just joined, go back, check out the rest of the stream. It was a blast. Absolutely loved it. And thank you all so much for hanging out, especially those that made it the full 3+ hours, 3 hours 15. But until next time, that is all for today. Thank you so much for hanging. Bevel, may the bricks be with you. Moon, may the bricks be with you. Snow, may the bricks be with you. Jankitharon, may the bricks be with you. And everyone else, Tinks, may the bricks be with you. Everyone else watching, may the bricks be with you.